we're back after our 4-week hiatus, I think. I don't know. So, catching you up to the room you're in, you just killed a stone minotaur. You went to refill your health potions. That's what I have written here. You're in a throne room, basically. There's a giant throne in the back end of the room. It's pretty large. There seems to be an entryway behind the throne. There's a stone cobble throne chair with an emblem in the middle of a snake eating itself in the center. And there are lit torches all around the room. Bones of skeletons that you guys killed. The Minotaur died. Its axe is on the ground. There's two exits from the room you're in that's not going back. The left side and the right side. And there's a treasure chest next to the throne that no one's opened yet. You guys rested up, filled up your healing potions, and that's about it, I think. Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do?
So double checking. On the map you've given us, it's 5. We're in 5 right now, right?
Yep.
All right. Then, treasure chest, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't, I will.
Yeah, I think we do it at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. We both put our hands on it at the same time and both look at each other.
Yeah. After you.
Raven will nod. And is it just an open, no lock or?
No lock on the chest.
Mimic. I'm calling it.
No.
Yeah. So who will open it?
So you're open. So which one of you opens it? I just didn't know which one it was.
I do.
All right. You swing it open, and a magical tune plays. As inside you see what looks like a chest, like a jester's puppet. Those jester rods, like a rod with the jester's head on it. A bone flute. A bow to a violin. It's one of those bow to a violin that has like golden etchings around it. Two bags of silver. What seems to be like a large wand that has 9 fiery tails around the circled edge. 4 potions. And yeah, that's it. That's about it.
Sorry, I got wand, violin bow, silver, 4 potions, jester head, bone flute.
Yep, a flute made out of bone.
Was there anything else I missed?
Chester puppet, a jester's rod,
Jester's
a bone flute. Yeah, jester's rod. It's like those little sticks they have.
That did 2 different things. Yeah. The jester head thing.
The jester's puppet and the jester's rod is like that has those little rods that have a jester's head on it. Yeah, those things.
I got it.
And that's all you see.
So unless Evan sort of steps in, I'll probably just pull out the silver, set that aside, and just take a look at the potions. I think just sort of mull them over, look inside. It's like a see-through
So
glass. Can I see what's inside?
So it's like one's a firing swirl inside it. It looks like a firing swirl. And the other one seems like hairy, some type of hairy liquid.
Hairy.
Yeah, hairy. So basically, it's 3 potions of spider climb
Oh, okay, cool.
and 1 potion of fire breathing.
Yeah, so I'll just hand out like one each of the spider climb.
There's 4 of us.
Oh shit. Okay, so who wants them? And who wants the
That's all right.
fire?
Yeah, we should.
I would probably suggest like
should get the fire
you
back.
you three are probably more dexterous than I am. Maybe the spider climb's probably more handy for you. Just a 4.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
No, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that seems
Okay,
fair.
cool. So them 3 get that.
Oh, sorry, there was one more item in there. I guess I wrote it wrong. There's also like, how do I say this? It's not a crown, but it's like a silver headband, like one of those metal things. Not a king wouldn't use it, but someone else. And it has like a little diamond in the center.
Ooh.
It goes around your head.
Are you sure it's not a crown?
It's not a crown.
Aaron,
It's something
That's you all over though, isn't it?
you could call it a crown, but it's not like a king crown.
You know, Aaron's gonna kind of start. I think so far in this adventure, journey, if you will, I've gotten all of just about nothing.
So, and he's gonna reach in and grab the crown, set it on his head, and grab out the gesture rod, and begin to walk around in this like really high and mighty, like acting kind of like a king with his chest puffed out.
So, upon putting the crown on your head,
I know I lose 4 intelligence.
no, it compels you to only speak the truth. As long as the crown is placed on your head, you can only speak the truth.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Can I take it off?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it on.
Does he know he can only speak the truth?
He can feel like magic on his head, but he doesn't know what it does.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
I'm just giving you for roleplay option. You can only speak the truth till that
Yeah.
crown's off.
All right. Well, he's leaving it on for now. And
Oh, and-
anything from the gesture rod?
So the gesture rod
Can
casts
only speak lies.
it casts prestidigitation
Okay.
as
At will?
cantrip at will,
Okay.
and has 2 daily charges of chrome, of the orb of chrome. That
Chromatic orb.
yeah, that one.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of looks down at him and he says, "Well, I'm not sure any of these things are incredibly useful, but they certainly fit my style."
And Dan, you eyeing up the bow and the flute?
I was gonna ignore the flute, but I was definitely gonna take a look at the bow.
So, Dan, while like you pick up the bow and you can read the etchings, it's a bow of lore. Basically, when you play a violin with the bow, obviously, you can gather. You would know any piece of information about the world that you would like to know about. Like any questions you have about the world, it will answer it for you, as in song form as you're playing it.
Handy. And he'll sort of put it in his ever-growing bag.
Anything else, guys?
Just leaves the wand and the flute. So I don't know if. I mean, I've been given loads of stuff, so.
Wand, flute, and puppet are left. And
Yeah,
the
so-
potions, because no one took anything yet.
Oh, I thought we divvied them out as
I think we all got spider climb, and then Raymond, you took the fire breathing.
yeah.
Yes.
All right,
That's how it went.
then it's just puppet, flute, wand.
All right. Randy, I guess you're getting the big three.
Okay, so I'm guessing I'll go for just like the flute, because like
You can have it all. Like,
yeah, but like my don't know,
Can
would
anyone
like a
else
one
play
not be more suited to like more of like a magic character, or like the magic comes from the one?
yeah, I think usually it does, but that's.
Well, I think I'd only take like one thing, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I'd just take that because like, yeah, Randy's used to not getting much to the fact that he's picking something that he wants anyway. I think it'd be, you know what I mean? He's cool with getting don't know. He's got a feeling about the flute.
All right. So the bone flute, when you play it, it can calm down any beast.
Nice.
I mean, if nobody else is gonna reach in there, I'll grab out the puppet and see what it does.
It's a funny little puppet that's colorized green and yellow. It has a sad look on its face. And a little red nose. It's like a hand puppet.
Okay. Non-magical.
You don't know that.
Perfect. All right.
Really important question. Would Aaron put the puppet on?
Yes.
Okay. When you put the puppet on your hand, it tightens up around you and like shoves your hand up into the air, and its mouth begins to open, and it shouts out a message. It basically plays message. I leave this message for whoever finds this tomb. That crazy cult has gone too far in the Pharaoh's name. Do not go below. And the puppet stops. And then it asks you, would you like to save this message or delete it? And replace it with a new one. This puppet can only hold messages and talk to them whenever someone puts the puppet on his hand.
Delete. I'll add a new message later then. I have a thought.
Okay, the face goes blank. It has no eyes, mouth, or nose. Still same color scheme.
Perfect. He's gonna put that away.
All right. And I
Yes,
guess
it leaves
I'll
the
read
wand.
You want to leave the wand?
I'm not going to leave it.
I said
If
I'll-
no one else wants to take it, I'd look at it, I guess. Unless someone else wants to take it.
I think Evan was saying he was interested, but
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I'll fill up.
I'll look at it. Arcane check to know what spells stored inside.
Control, flame, and firebolt.
Oh, interesting.
You don't know the charges.
Yeah, well, I'll keep that on handy. All right. Left to right, guys.
Yeah, left, right, back down the hallway, and the double doors behind the throne.
I think you said there was a like a symbol of a snake eating itself.
Yeah.
That's behind the throne, right?
No, that's on the throne.
On the throne.
Yep.
Before we move, can I just take a look see
Yes, you
without
can.
touching? What would I?
So you could
Is
either
it a
roll.
symbol that I would know?
You could
or-
you could either roll history or religion.
Any of them are very good for him. I think you'd probably go religion,
Okay.
even though I'm negative. So what? That's a 9.
The symbol is the symbol of Loki, the god of chaos and mischief. That's all you get from that.
And he would tell his friends. He'd say, "Does anyone recognise the symbol?"
Hmm.
I like it.
It's an old alchemy proverb, right?
And Raymond's sort of, yeah, of course it is. Having no idea what that means. Like, you can tell on his face that he hasn't got a clue.
I like to imagine nobody else does.
The and Aurora Borealis.
Could be.
I wasn't.
Could be. We should, and he sort of straightens himself up and walks straight past you, sort of just looking at the 2 doors. Where to? So at this point, he probably doesn't even, because you've confused him so much, he doesn't even like relay the information that he already knows, because he's not sure if it's correct or not.
Good. I say we go to this little door over to the right.
Sure, sounds better than standing here not deciding. Let's go.
Is it a door, like, or is it open, or is it just an archway?
Paul, you live?
Son of a bitch. Did I? All right. Did you guys hear me talk about the double doors behind the throne?
Yes.
All right. Did you hear me say? No, you didn't hear the rest. So, archway. It's an archway, not door. No door. It's an archway leading to a room.
So Raymond like raises his shield and sort of goes first, sort of trying to protect everyone behind him,
What you
and like peers in.
what you see inside as you're like walking in, the torches are all lit, and everything besides the floor is made out of wood in this room. The floor seems to be made out of like some shiny silvery material.
Is it like reflective?
It's not as reflective as it could have if it could have been. It's little dew,
Like-
misty, not misty, that's the wrong word.
Like
Like-
cloudy?
Dirty, yeah. Cloudy,
Yeah.
dusty. But everything else in this room is made out of wood. And you see a door on the other side with a lever next to the door.
Is there anything else in the room?
Tables, what seems to be wooden plates, carving area out of wood. Like, you see like metal balls on stick every once in a while, but other than that, you would just see like wood. Any
Metal
furniture you
balls on
think,
stick.
anything furniture related is wood. No stairs, just another door, a wooden door at the north side, the end of the hall room, with a metal lever next to it.
Okay, so I imagine like I step into the room to allow everyone else obviously to get past me if they wish, and notice these balls on sticks.
hmm
And like, how many can I see?
There's like 2 sets of 2. Like there's 4 of them all together, and they're like weights.
But like hanging from the ceiling.
No, on the ground.
Okay.
So guys, do you just walk in? I know Raymond will allow everyone in. Okay.
I do at least.
As you walk in, you can start hearing the room start humming a bit. And as each step you take seems to be getting heavier and heavier, everyone roll me a strength check.
Ooh, 4.
23.
9.
Cursed dice, man.
12.
What'd you say, Dan?
12.
All right. Everybody but Raymond are slammed into the ground. Every object you have that's made out of metal is attracted to the ground, pulling you basically into the ground. Can barely move. Raymond, you feel the heavy pull to the ground, but you can, with all your strength, you're keeping yourself up.
Paul,
Yes.
besides the crown, I don't think I have any metal objects.
You have a metal gauntlet. I have that written for you.
I have a
That
metal gauntlet?
something, you have something metal in your hands that you picked up from something. I don't know. That's why I wrote it here next to the magnetic floors. But everyone that I think had metal on them, you had some metal around your hands.
Actually, I do have a couple metal weapons, but I know I normally wear one white glove, so I don't know.
I imagine like
I don't
you
remember.
have cash on you, right? Like gold coins and stuff.
Yeah, that too. No, I didn't think about that. You're right. I looked just through my item list and then I started looking them.
I guess you didn't have a metal glove. Well, gold still works. That will weigh you down.
No, the more I looked,
Your belt buckle, your anything metal related that you have on your character will slam you to the ground.
But
I still
I'm sorry, go on now.
I just have studs in my armor, so that's probably what's getting me down.
oh, studded leather too. Dang it, man! I really didn't look very hard.
No one did. Everyone just walked in. Unless you talk about your character sheet, that also works too.
That is what I meant.
So I imagine like Raymond throws his shield up, and everyone like hits the deck.
Your shield weighs like you're trying to lift a chair by yourself. It feels like your arm is about to give in to the weight of your shield. So you can either choose to drop it or roll me another strength check.
I mean, if you like, I imagine it as sort of because it's obviously it's strapped to his arm by these like leather straps that he holds up for a while, and then
With
it
your
just sort of
23, I would allow you to drop anything that's weighing you down.
he's gonna be naked. But yeah, he'll drop his shield. That's fine.
All right. So you're feeling the metal pull holding you down. You can you can slowly walk.
Is there anything visual, or is it just?
It's everything else is wooden but the metal floor. And
I mean, like you said, there was like a buzzing.
there's a there's like as you made yourself into the room. And there's a metal lever next to the wooden door at the end of the hallway. Corridor. Room. Yeah.
Okay, Raymond isn't smart, so can I do some sort of check to? Like, I'm assuming that I know what I'm supposed to do, but I don't think Raymond would. So, can I do a check to see if he sort of relates the magnetic floor to the balls and the lever?
Yeah.
What would I roll?
Intelligence check.
What's it? Yeah, that's an 8.
8. So after seeing all your friends drag down, the weight of your armor is the only thing pushing you to the ground. You basically just connect those two dots that the floor is pulling your armor down and weighing you down. That's the only connections you can make.
Okay, because he's stupid, he doesn't connect the dots exactly. He's going to try and pull. He's going to try and pull out Aaron up.
Right?
I'll reach out a hand and try and pull him up.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Yep.
Oh, fuck's sake. Say 13.
13. Aaron's not budging, but Aaron, you're feeling a ton of pain of him yanking you up.
Oh, that feels wonderful. Thank you. Maybe just go do something else. Ow.
If you've got any ideas, now's the time.
Just go start. I don't know, pulling on things, pressing walls, pulling on. He kind of like tries to look around. All I can really see is the wall there, but if there are candles, knock them over, or pull the candlesticks, or pull on levers, buttons, switches.
Move a statue on a switch.
Step on every tile, whatever.
The buzzing becomes
Wall,
louder.
cracked wall.
Everyone roll me a strength check.
Oh, changing the dice. I'm changing this shit. This is terrible.
7.
16.
16. Everyone that didn't roll better than a 15, you're taking 5 damage as the weight of being yanked down even harder or being slammed into the ground like Raymond kind of hurts. Evan, you position yourself with all 4 limbs, arms and legs, and push yourself a bit up than the last time, where your chest is still being pulled down, but you're at least in prone position, crawling.
All right. In this position, he's gonna try and and get his backpack off of him.
You can dex check. It's a maneuver. It's basically a maneuver.
Okay, 13. 15?
15's enough.
All right.
Your backpack
So-
slams into the ground.
Yeah. He's gonna try and stand up now. A little bit lighter.
You're still being crunched down, like weak knees, but you're able to stand as much as you can. It's like the first day of school after you buy all your supplies. Really heavy bag.
Yeah. He looks around. Is there like? Can he make a perception check?
Yes, you can.
Oh, of course. 6 plus 1, 7.
You notice all the wooden furniture. You notice the metal lever. You notice that there's a metal ceiling now. And you notice that the metal floor isn't connected to the wall of the room. And it's also kind of shaking. That's about all you get.
Okay.
Little Aaron, go help Evan. And the little Aaron with wings, my pixie, who I just about guarantee has no metal on him, is going to fly up and land on Evan's shoulder.
Joke's on you. Blood has iron. Haha. No.
He explodes.
He explodes into the ground. Magneto got to him.
Oh, sorry, Sprite, not Pixie.
Oh, then he's okay.
Gonna try and make his way to the wall. Does the presence seem to leave him alone the closer he gets?
What? Sorry, go ahead. The presence seems.
He's making his way to the wall, and is like the magnetism getting weaker the closer he gets, or no?
No, actually, it gets stronger. So roll me another strength check.
Okay, then he's gonna go in the opposite direction if this makes it. The 16, 18?
Yeah, make it. It's dawning on you that it's getting heavier as you're getting closer.
Yeah, so start making his way the other way.
Aaron, what does your pixie do?
Yeah, so I just looked down and realized that it has metal arrows and a longsword, actually.
Well, do I? Nah, I'm just gonna make your pixie just slam next to you. I'm not gonna, because that would kill a tiny thing.
It's got 5 on its strength check.
Yeah, that would kill it if I was a mean man.
Yeah, so never mind.
Sort of tell people to, if they can, try to crawl out of the room. Other than that, he's gonna. Let me double check my cantrips. What is the
30 feet.
30 feet?
No, wait.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh, okay. It's 30 feet, but from you it's 20.
All right, then I think I should be good. Let me double check range. Yeah, 30 feet. I'm gonna try and mage hand the lever.
So, I thought about this. Can you roll me a strength or arcana, whichever one you want to do?
I
They're
think
making
they're about equal. No, strength is better. 6.
6. So your mage hand goes up to it and it's starting to push it up, but it's not budging. But you can feel that because it's also made of metal, it's being sucked to the ground too, making it much harder to lift up.
Okay.
Time passed.
Can I
Vibration
mage
louder.
my area?
You can, but first, everyone roll me a strength check.
No. 17.
8.
17 as well.
Everyone but I think Raymond, because you got a 17?
I got a 14.
Oh.
Me and Evan got 17.
Oh. Then everyone besides Evan and Aaron take 7 damage.
Oh, we need to get out of this fucking room.
Pixie got a 0.
Hey, can you summon your pixie back if he dies?
Yeah, I can. It'll take a while. But
Then you see him become flat. Like a pancake.
that's disappointing. He doesn't turn into like a bunch of D6s that.
No, he becomes flat as a piece of paper
Huh.
with the name Aaron written on it.
That's fair.
Paul, how close am I to one of those ball things?
What was that?
How close am I to one of those ball sticks?
The pool sticks, you're 15 feet away.
And I'm 30 feet away from the
Yes.
lever.
Everyone but Evan is 30 feet away.
And we say they're like out on the outsides of the room, these balls? Are they sort of surrounding us?
No, they're like not on the wall, not near the wall, but like close to the wall that like people use them over there. So no, they're not on the wall or near the wall.
Okay. Can I try and crawl towards the lever?
Roll me a strength check. You can do anything as long as you roll me a strength check.
21.
21. You crawl very well to it.
I get that.
Yeah.
And is the lever like, is it one of those ones where you pull it up off the floor?
Yep.
Well, then I'm going to try and do that.
You're not. Wait, what?
So I imagine like the lever could be in two positions. It could be the lever could be like sort of almost flat against the floor where you have to pull it up.
All right, hold on. Okay. I think you're not understanding me. So
Okay.
so the picture I sent you, the archway to the room 7. You guys are all around the bottom of the 7, and those balls with sticks are like at the corner of the right side of the bottom of that room.
Okay.
The lever is at the top right side.
Yeah, which is where I wanted to crawl to.
Thought you wanted to call to the balls.
At first, that was the idea, but then you made it sound like a shit idea. So I said lever.
Ah, okay. So you crawl halfway there, and you feel that the weight's getting stronger as you get closer.
Mhm.
Roll me one more strength check.
18.
18. You get closer to the lever, and you reach the lever area. Evan and Aaron, is there anything you guys want to do before Raymond does stuff?
I think I'm gonna wait to assist him with the mage hand.
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I might try and physically assist him.
Roll me a strength check to get there first.
21.
Oh, you make it. You're at Evan. Evan crawls to Raymond's legs and is using him to stand himself up. You guys look at each other as you both put your hands on the lever. Both of you roll me a strength check. Aaron, with your mage hand, roll me Arcana.
Could I perhaps roll charisma since it's my spellcasting stat?
You know what? Sure, buddy.
Yes. That brings it from 11 to 15.
15. You guys got a +2. No, wait. Yeah, +2, right? That's help or advantage.
That's not how it works in this edition. That's
Usually it's just advantage, but whatever you want to do.
If it's advantage, then you guys can roll advantage.
All right then.
That helps me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What did you guys roll for me?
23.
Devin? Hello?
18.
Ah, okay. You guys look at each other, and you, with all your might, you're pushing this lever up. It slowly, as it feels like you're trying to lift a couch together through a small door frame. As the lever finally snaps up, and it finally slaps up, and the room stops vibrating, and you all feel normal again, catching your breath.
Aaron stops twiddling his fingers really fast. Whew. Man, that was a lot of work. He winks over to the people that actually did physical labor during that, and then helps Randy to his feet.
And I'm gonna get my shield.
Imagine Randy would like brush off his shoulders and like, thanks for that hard work, guys. And just kind of like snigger, like, you know, kind of like laugh.
You're
Been able to do any of it without you, Randy.
As always, as always.
is your companion there going to be all right?
Oh, and he looks down at the piece of paper, the pixie paper. Let me see here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, next time I have a little more than an hour, I'll fix him. And he takes his dagger and just kind of scrapes the pixie off the ground.
Poor little guy.
Delightfully morbid. Other room?
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea.
Perhaps you should be more careful next time.
Yeah.
This place is vile.
Or throw a gold coin in.
And he shoots a look at Randy.
In which like Randy like just lowers his head. Steps in line.
I think. So, what's the door looking like?
The
Because
wooden door.
okay, Raymond will sort of nod towards the door, but while looking at Randy, like after you. Then
I'll take a
Smart.
piece of silver out of that bit. And I'll go to open the door.
Door's unlocked.
Hey. So I think I'd like open it real slow. Poke my head around.
The door slowly creaks open as you look into this long hallway with torches on it, and at the long hallway it seems to turn to the side, to the left side, in the hallway.
I think I'd flick that silver coin down there.
So, do you open the door, Flick, or do you just flick it from the cracked opening?
Yeah, flick it from the cracked opening.
All right. So you pull your head back, you put your arm in, and just flick the coin in, and all you hear is just arrows shooting everywhere.
And with that, I'd turn, look at Raymond, and I'd like give him a little raise of the eyebrows.
Raymond Paul. I don't know how to explain it better than that Robert De Niro face, like that upside down smile. Like, okay, that nod.
Okay, you're getting a bit cocky. I see it.
But it's kind of like a fair enough. Like, right.
Oh! I should probably Aaron's gonna cast minor illusion of himself in this like really like showy pose, right
just in the middle of the hallway.
No arrows fly. But to do that, are you opening the door or are you cracking it open?
Cracking it open.
Then you shoot, put your hand out, do the thing, pull your hand out, and you just peek again, and you see a heroic pose of Aaron pointing his fingers to, doing like the double finger in the air pose as he's crouching on the ground, and no arrows are shooting at him.
Okay, so it does appear to be a trap, and nobody is pulling the coin or anything. It was when the coin landed that all the arrows shot, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was just thinking, like, would Randy, like, immediately look or just listen to the arrows fly? And I'm gonna go with looked.
Yeah, I imagine like I had like my head poked around there and like just sneak like with my hand, like with the coin like balanced on my thumb. Do you know what I mean? Like ready to flick it.
Two choices. One, something valuable's down there and one of us burns a spider climb. Or two, everybody back up. Away from the doorway, like around the corner. And he's gonna just start kind of pushing everybody. And if everybody moves, he's going to open the doors and then jump out of the way. Actually, he's going to open the doors and he's going to throw 2 copper pieces and then jump out of the way.
So as the door opens, it just like flings open and like hits the side of the wall and just like slowly comes back a bit, but not closes. And when you see the copper pieces land, arrows from the left and the right side are shooting across each other and going into the same walls. Go. So the arrows aren't stuck on the walls. They're being sucked into the walls.
Oh. Okay. And then he sort of leaps out of the way, peeks his head back. Is any like boulder coming to roll through or something?
Nope. But you do notice that there's a 10 by 10 foot pit trap right in front of the door. So if anyone pushed it and walked in, it's that falls right there.
Is that?
You see spikes at the bottom?
Okay, so this whole hallway is trapped. However, anybody wanna burn a spider climb, or should we turn around?
What's in that room? Paul?
What
You said
room?
there was like tables and
Wooden
bits of
tables,
furniture.
like wooden tables, wooden room. There's some weights on the ground.
So the idea is to, unless no one wants to go through the corridor, obviously, is to that 10-foot pit would be difficult to traverse without a spider climb. And we just sort of, how large is the table or chest of drawers or whatever's in there? Can we sort of use it as a bridge?
Yep, you could put the table across the pit and use it as a bridge.
So I imagine, as you're saying, sort of, do we want to turn back? I'm already sort of, I'm walking across the room and it's just like across my back, and he's walking back towards you. He slams it over the pit trap.
Arrows continuously fly. They don't seem to be stopping this time, though.
Is there? How could we crawl under these? Is that a thing? Like, are they just firing at sort of 10 feet high, 7 feet high?
Rolling perception check, buddy.
Oh, I'm so shit. Raymond's gonna die. 12.
So you crouch down and you notice that if Evan, Aaron, or Randy army crawled across the ground, there's a chance they wouldn't be hit by the arrows. But if you did it, you would be definitely hit by the arrows. Basically, the best person that could do it is Randy, because he has literally nothing but a crossbow on his back.
And he's
So-
a small.
Yeah, Raymond eyes it up, and he looks at Randy and he says, "Get on your knees after you.
And
If
Randy,
anything happens, scream."
I think Randy would like look up at Raymond and say, like, God, you know, you're gonna make me do this, and but he'd go, he would get down into prone position.
Do you start crawling?
And as I'm just about to start, I think I'll turn around and be like, "Are you sure about this?"
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, Raymond shakes his head, raises his eyebrows.
At least sort of. Are you on the table, Randy? Like
I don't know. I imagine like,
a
have I,
table bridge?
yeah, I imagine I'm just about to start crawling onto the plates.
Okay, I think we should close the doors and see if the arrows stop.
To give you context, the arrows weren't shooting until the table touched the other side.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Does it?
And they haven't stopped shooting since the table's been there.
I just don't think we have to send Randy to his death.
Who says anything about death?
I mean, you could. I'm not stopping.
I do. I think I just did. What is it with this crown?
That's the point of inspiration.
Anyway, if move the table back, I mean, we could throw a coin at one of the walls, see if it still happens, and if not, we could send him with a spider climb, and he could just walk, not going, not in risk of being killed as much.
Or, well, at the moment, do we really know if anything's valuables in there?
With a whole way trapped, it either has to be protecting something or somebody is a huge dick.
Well, yeah, but that something could be sentimental value, and we are in a tomb. So I'd hate to get him over there, and then he has to fight the Pharaoh's ghost. Ah! Perhaps we save our spider climb for the rest of the dungeon and make our way back.
Is it like are they individual tiles, or is it like one solid thruster plate, like down the corridor?
Roll me perception check for that.
Oh, I just rolled a straight 20.
So you notice that the floor seems to be, there's two floors, and there's one solid floor that's like an inch above the floor. You basically think it's a carpet because you have no experience to compare it to.
Okay, so like as far as I can tell, it's just one solid piece of.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we're going to leave this, we should probably leave the table here, though. Perhaps the trap will just sort of expend itself by the time we get back here. And if it's a loud enough noise, it may lend us some cover. Everything in the dungeon, I assume, I assume already knows we're here, and if they didn't know exactly where we were, that could be of advantage.
I did definitely start getting up to his feet at that point.
I mean, if you don't want to send me to my death, sure, man. I'm just gonna stand right up. Cool.
Great conversation, guys.
So, Chris, it's your
Damn it, Chris! I was gonna do that. Don't do it.
Chris.
That's my shit.
It's your like out of game idea that we take the table away, so the arrow stops shooting, and then Randy falls across the ceiling.
Yeah,
So
I
you
was
guys
gonna
spine across.
take the table back, throw a coin at each of the walls and the ceiling to see if there's pressure plates on those, and then just spider climb them and have them walk over there. But then Evan said that he might get like molested by undead, which I think is fair.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
I
But he
don't
can
think
always-
I used the word molested, but okay.
I'm paraphrasing. And then
But I assume there'll be like a mechanism or something they can disable.
yeah, perhaps. But in the
I mean-
meantime, I think we might as well leave the table here. Let there be this loud arrow throughout the dungeon, since everything already knows we're here, and we can use that for cover from our movements. And then, in addition to that, we can always come back, like Evan said.
Yeah, we could always check out the other room, see if it's less volatile.
And the trap might break by the time we get back here. I mean, I assume, unless there's high levels of magic, that it can only do that for so long. Shoot arrows and then collect them and so on and so forth. Eventually, it might just break.
We've already seen some pretty weird shit in there, so I imagine it just carries on. But who knows?
Playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
But from a character's point of view,
So you want to close the door and see what's in the next room?
yeah, sure.
See what is it? 7, Paul? Oh no, we're not even on that map anymore, are we?
The
Sorry.
other one's 6. You still have 6 and 2 and the doors behind 5.
Yeah. So unanimous 6, or does Randy want to like Rambo it?
No, Randy definitely wants to get up and go to room 6.
Hey, you hear no argument from me. I'm okay leaving this room.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Raymond just says. And as you get up, he sort of pats you on the back, as if like you got balls, big tiger balls.
They're definitely grown. Yeah, we're going to go and open the door to room 6 and somebody.
Yeah, me and Randy have already done it. So what are you two?
Ray, are you picking your shield back up?
Yeah, I think I already did that. I think
No, you left it on the ground. You didn't specifically say you picked it back up.
I thought I did, but I
He
want it. Yeah.
So, as you pick up the shield,
No, I'm jumping out of the room.
all right, Aaron just runs out and jumps out of the room. Anything else
Exactly.
anyone wants to do?
I want to get out of the room as well.
Nope, you wait till your action's done.
I literally jump out of the room. I see him going for it, and I literally leap through the archway.
Anyone else want to do anything real quick? Yes, no, yes.
No, I'm okay.
All right.
Someone stay to save me.
As Raymond picks up the shield, it glows bright green, and all the arrows coming that were shooting across the room now shoot across through the doorway at Randy.
What?
Jesus.
Okay,
You raise your shield up to like as an instinct, and all the arrows just keep beating down onto your shield. Like you hear wood break after wood break after wood break as it just keeps firing at your shield. But it's only shooting at your shield. Like the arrows are shooting, making a hard left turn and just aiming right at you. They go.
Oh, so they're going right through the doorway and like into a shield. They're just magically coming out the hallway and hitting the shield.
Yes.
It's magnetic, isn't it? It's obviously got a charge. That's what I'm thinking.
Would you say that out loud?
No, he's not clever enough to say that. He doesn't know. He's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Guard.
So both Evan and Randy are just watching Raymond hold this pose as these arrows are just bashing into him, and he's just shouting out curse words of what the fuck's going on.
Raymond feels like a superhero, and after a few moments of just being pelted, someone close the door!
Close the door!
That makes Bob too much sense.
I'd have to get in front of you to close it.
Raymond just starts sort of. I imagine he's already on like kneeling, and he just starts like doing that kneeling crawl towards the door.
Okay, you're able to do it. But it's just starting to hurt your arms now.
Okay.
You
searching through his backpack. Evan's gonna find. A long time ago, Paul, you gave us a chain shirt.
Yep.
He's gonna sort of get that out and start walking with it, trying to use it as a shield, not putting it on.
Arrows don't fly towards you. They're just hitting Raymond.
All right. Well, then he's gonna try and like get to the door, and if he has to fight the arrows to get through it, he'll put that up.
You can crawl under it. Yeah.
I just specifically like. I'd want them to be behind the shield. Like I know that.
Evan can also just walk behind Raymond, taking all the bullets and just.
That's what I was.
Yeah, right.
Then Evan does that.
Under the arrows to close the doors.
Oh, my bad. I misunderstood then.
All right. Evan walks around and goes to the side of the door. Dex to like try to finesse your way to not get hit by arrows, but try to reach the door frame and close it.
Yeah, sure.
You can use anything you want.
20. It was a nat 20, so.
All right, so you use whatever it is you need to do to stretch yourself up a little bit more. Grab the frame of the door, just slam it, and the arrows being pelted onto the door help it close faster. And the pelting just stops. As all these arrows are laying on the ground, snapped and broken.
Raymond pulls his sword out and just sort of does that thing where they scrape it down the side of their shield, and just like pops all the arrowheads out of it, pop, and like shakes his arm off.
You do so.
And out of game, we can magnetically charge our weapons. We just need to be wearing no metal. Just saying.
Maybe. I don't know if that's what happened, but if that's what happened,
that seems to me like.
And we would be flying towards you, I think.
No, but it's because the shield was like on the floor, and then
Yeah.
we turned off the magnetic field, right? I imagine Roman shield's like pretty big that it would hold.
I mean, you
like,
did
quite
turn
a
it
lot
off,
of
yes.
stars.
That is
It's
right.
pure metal.
But so were Randy and all of his metal stuff. They were pressed to the ground the entire time, just like your shield. And when we turned it off, he was on the ground. So Randy's say sword or whatever should.
Maybe I've taken some of that.
Maybe you're cursed.
Oh, don't start.
Maybe it's a shield of missile attraction or something.
Oh wait,
That's a real thing.
no, it is. Isn't it something? Resistant to range attacks.
Oh, wasn't it like a shield of missile attraction or something?
It's like it's got a T on it, and it says resistant to shield, resistant to ranged attacks.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
Is
that
Paul
would,
that clever?
but that might be like another.
So,
It could be like a little perk of it.
yeah, that's shield of missile attraction that does a good job of missile attraction.
Paul,
I can't
if you,
tell if
It's a shield of
Paul,
range.
if you thought of that and this is like a thing, you're
It's
a
a-
genius.
It's a shield of missile attraction.
Yeah.
Arrow that would fire anyone with fire.
You were cutting so far out, Paul.
Oh,
And it still sounded
oh,
awesome.
what I want to say is yes, it's a shield of missile attraction. Anyone that gets hit by a range attack, the range attack only attacks him. It would like divert and fly towards him.
Okay.
So I just throw my shield into that corridor and we walk around the missiles.
You can.
But then they'd be coming from behind you too. That would be death for you, dude.
Really?
I mean, yes, because they're all flying towards you from a huge long corridor. So even if you were to like stand to one side, they'd still be shooting just in a slightly different direction. Or
No, he's gonna throw his shield to the side.
he's gonna throw his shield to the side. It'd be the same thing, right? Because then they're all shooting there. They're still shooting from all.
Well, it'd be like Mission Impossible when he goes through all those lasers. You just got to know where the lasers are.
Yeah, I don't think the
So the-
physics work like that.
I'm gonna basically explain it. I'm gonna explain what the shield is. It is a shield of missile attraction. I don't have the note anymore for it because I think it's just I lost it somewhere. But it was worn by a famous archer who, for some reason, he would always be able to hit people from wherever he is. But people have started noticing that he would always wear a shield on his back. The shield you have advantages against being hit by a melee attack. So you get resistance to range attacks, and I have disadvantage hitting you. But all range attacks go towards you no matter what.
So any melee attack against me is a disadvantage.
No, only any ranged attack is disadvantage.
And I'm resistant to it.
And you're resistant to range damage. The downside is all range attacks just hit you. They won't go after any party member.
But it really can be a perk.
That sounds like a perk to me.
I mean, it could get excessive.
At a
in
game,
this case.
I'm gonna tell you it is a cursed weapon. The curse is you can't remove the shield. So you could place it down, but you can't exchange the shield for anything else. And even if the shield is off of you, the ranged attacks still come towards you.
Paul,
Yes.
now answer this honestly.
Okay.
Can I throw the shield up to 30 to 40 feet, just with disadvantage? It hit an enemy and then fly back to me because it can't bear to be without like its owner. Can I be Captain America?
No.
It's only like it only the word
Take a minute to think about that before you dismiss it.
the only word it says is you can't get rid of the shield. That's all the wording it has to it, that you can't get rid of the shield.
It's not a shield of returning.
But it can't be without me. So how if I put it down and leave,
You
what's
just
going to
can't
turn?
change it.
Uh,
What about if Raymond was like stood on like a table or something with the shield high, so all the arrows would be like directed high,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could like, in theory, walk through.
But the angle is still wrong. Like we can't. At best, at the end of the hallway, we'd have an extra like what, 1/4 inch maybe.
Every little helps.
so we could be in like Spartan formation. I'd be at the front with the shield, taking all the bullets,
But
and
then
any arrows from behind, you'd be holding the table.
Hold the table.
what about from the sides?
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was letting you have fun.
We have two
there's
more
other,
tables.
there's other furniture in that room.
There is. You guys can get creative with
And
it. I'll let you
we'd be
do it.
running as well. It wouldn't be like we're not going to walk through it. We'd run. So at the worst, we'd take a few points.
I don't know. There were a lot of arrows. But if we could get like 3 tables and the shield.
So basically,
I
Paul,
miss you guys.
so Captain America shield definitely no.
Definitely no, buddy.
Oh fuck's sake, Paul, you're the worst.
Sorry, man. I would say it can return to you after a combat. Like you wouldn't have to go chasing after it.
So I can throw it once, and then it just swings back to me. That's not quite as cool. It's fine. Thank you, then.
That's true. You would be Union Jack.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
You don't know who Union Jack is?
No.
He's British Captain America, basically.
Oh
He
my
is
god,
British Captain
Union
America.
Jack. Yeah.
Captain Britain. It's not fair. You get 2.
Anyway.
I tell you, I was really excited when I thought of that idea, and yeah.
Well, you could get it enchanted with the returning. Like that's an enchantment. At
You
least
could do
in
it.
previous editions. I bet Paul would think up something if you wanted to do that. It just probably costs money. And now that we have an infinite arrow farm, an infinite growing healing potion
Yeah,
farm,
as long as it doesn't break. You have an infinite arrow farm as long as they don't break into the shield.
yeah, but
I can't be anywhere near it.
worst case we just
Okay.
get a bunch of
Maybe
arrows.
like put a pillow on it. Ding.
Okay, we need to go to another room because I'm so upset.
Yeah, we need. I like to imagine during this entire thing, Evan started walking down to the double doors behind the throne.
Oh, okay.
First of all, I thought we were going to room 6, although we could go back to the double doors. But 2, we got this, man. 3 tables in the shield. We can do it.
It's death.
I think that might work. I think Aaron. I think you, not Aaron. I think Raymond will probably take like 10 points of damage, and I think we'll make it.
I'll blow it if you tried.
And we make the DM happy. And DM brownie points are really useful.
You guys get a lot of those, though.
Why don't we just do a vote? Like, leave or do this?
I feel like if Dan's already on the way,
Yeah.
he's trying to save our lives out of game. We should do that.
Okay.
We can do the table thing later.
That's true. And last time I tried to do something fun, Dan left me to fight a dragon alone.
Yeah, that's not true.
I did the same thing to Nathan
That's right.
You get
So you
jacked.
did.
You guys all hate dragons. Come on, guys. Anyways, while you guys are trying to decide that, I'm going to deal with Evan real quick since he's there.
I think we're going back to Evan. I think that's
All right.
I don't want to leave him alone. No way.
So Evan, basically,
Excuse me.
all right. Basically, what you see is a small doorway, and the doors seem like really beat up. Age has hit them hard, and it seems like an elevator leading down.
All right, that.
It's basically
not
it.
the sup-
Medieval elevator.
I mean, the puppet said don't go down.
Yeah. Turning back. Have they caught up yet, Paul?
Yeah, after like arguing for about like you just keep hearing the table, guys, the table. You hear them like walk back, and you're just standing next to the throne.
I lost that argument.
There's a new one. Puppet said don't go down. Do we go down?
Of course.
No objections?
I'm up for going down.
We wouldn't do the table thing.
Like,
And
as
begin.
everyone says, like, yeah, of course. Raymond like shoots a look at every single one of you as you say like it's a good idea, and then just sort of grunts under his breath,
Hey,
pulls his shield up, rubs his eyes, and doesn't say a word, but you know he's up for it.
I don't think a single one of us said it was a good idea.
Yeah, we just all agreed to it unanimously.
I don't
Anyway,
Any of us think it's a good idea.
let's go down, Paul.
You want to go down?
Yeah. Remember all
We're
those
going to die.
Hold on, I need to pull a separate map. All right, so you're gonna get in the elevator?
Yeah.
Before you
Oh, no.
unleash holy hell, can we like?
Oh, no.
Is there like a break time before we get killed, or
I don't know. Is there?
do we just get killed? I don't know. But what's your game?
Do you want to take a break?
Kind of.
All right, so we'll paint you a scene before we go on break. Everyone stands in the elevator. There's a lever to the side. Raymond just shoves it down, and you all just like look at each other and then look like at the doors closing in, the wooden doors, and it's just like a slow descent. Keeps just going slow, slow. It's like the slowest elevator you could think of. And let's go on break, as the elevator will take 10 minutes to get down there.
Oh, okay. I was totally waiting for you to be like, and it drops, and you guys began rapidly descending to the ground.
You just feel like it's just going extremely slow as you're just waiting. All right, and let's take a 5-minute break.
I'm so ready for
Alrighty.
spider climb. This whole time, the whole break.
Spider climb, spider climb.
Everyone doing the spider climb.
Hello.
Hola.
Hello.
Yeah.
So how long do you think the game's gonna run? Paul?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me look at the timer. For another 2 hours?
2 hours?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Why?
Our game normally ends earlier, so
Oh, we started later.
I know. I might have to leave in an hour. It depends on if my dad remembers that we have to do something or not. I know I'm still 17. It sucks.
Hey, man, I'm 24. I get it.
Isn't massive fall damage? What? Oh, fall damage massive.
Yeah, isn't like full damage.
Oh yeah, we would totally die. A d6 per 10 feet.
I thought that's why you asked if I'm not a wizard or a cleric. Okay. Oh, Dan was saying that to you.
I have no idea why Dan said that or what any of that meant.
I think you forgot that you have the potion.
Do, 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 do.
So I'm confused.
I sent a video of basically what's going on.
That's what game is that? Is that Telltale?
Yeah, the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I want that.
Sick.
Do, 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 do.
That is kind of how I imagine it. Like we don't. There's no word spoken.
No word spoken. It's just
There's
going
no
down.
elevator music, but there might as well be.
I wish they kept the part where Drax basically looks at Star-Lord and was like, whatever sounds you're making out of your voice, out of your speaking hole, stop it.
I'm back.
All right, everyone's back?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So, 5 minutes go by, and your head, you can still see the throne room as your head is going down this elevator. This elevator is very slow. Is there anything you guys want to do?
I'm just ready with that spider climb.
I want to be at the front, shield up.
I'll be hit at the back.
No, if these things.
So, elevator continues like this for another few minutes. And then it seems to pick up the pace. It's going down, it's getting lower, and there's a stench just coming from downstairs that's just hitting you now. It smells god awful. Smells like rot, mold. I don't know if you guys ever had this smelling experience, but if you ever had wet clothes, you put them in a bag and then forget about them, but when you open up the bag, it just smells god awful. Rotting cabbage. It's a good comparison to that too. It's a horrid smell. Even if you're a pig farmer, Raymond, it smells worse than shoveling manure.
Oh. That's Jeez. Evan says, starting to cover his nose and his mouth. You said we could still kind of see the throne room. Is there like a little window thing at the top?
It's like a wooden gate kind of situation for the frame of this elevator. So those like metal gates that you close every time you ride an old elevator. Like it's more popular in like movies or in New York, Jersey buildings, old buildings that have these metal gate elevators. Think of it like that, but kind of wooden.
Okay. I was just looking up there. Is there something that, like, did we hit something on the way down to make it smell bad, or is that just what this whole area is going to smell like?
It seems like the metal floor was like a bottle holding the smell that whatever was down there. And as you're getting closer, the pressure builds up and is just now squeezing through.
Okay, just wondering.
10 minutes pass, and the elevator's picking up pace, and you're heading down. The room begins to open as you now see the metal bars holding up the elevator. And down below, you don't see any light, but you see like outlines of bookcases, not metal, tables shoved against the door, skeletal bodies on the ground, and another door that's open leading out of this room. So there's two doorways at the bottom of this dungeon. Not dungeon. Two doorways at the bottom of this floor. One's blocked up by wooden crates and tables. The other is an arched doorway, basically.
You said we smelled something like bile.
Yep, still
Even
smells.
for me. Do I get anything from that?
What's the scientist do again?
Oh, 1 second.
Cool.
I got you.
Sorry.
If
Yeah,
there's any undead, fae, or celestials in the area, he can know about them. Feet. And like,
But they can't
yeah.
be behind like
Yeah. But you get the idea that there's some undead or something around here.
But there's
No undead in this room.
but also fiends, I believe,
Fiends as well.
No fiends in this room.
and then fae and celestials, and then I think there's one more. That might be it though. They're in the book.
so that smell is
Oh, no fae.
none of those things, right?
Huh?
The smell that I'm smelling is what we're all smelling is none of those things. It's just putrid.
Rot, death,
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Yeah, so imagine that Raymond. Obviously, everyone's covering their mouths. It's fucking disgusting. But Raymond sort of takes a deep breath through his nose in to try and sense that, and then immediately just chucks up in front of him and spits out the last of it. Not a lot, but enough for it to be disgusting in itself. Shakes his head and sort of raises his shoulders as he walks in, one hand on his sword. They're still sheathed.
So the elevator has touched down. There's corpses on the ground. You know, everything described before. You can see the outlines of books and tables. And that's about it. Two doorways.
Aaron just has the jester's rod like right up next to his face, and you can see this just slight continuous magic pour out. And anyone that's close to him can smell this sort of odd but not unpleasant odor that Aaron is just basically stuffing his face in so he doesn't have to smell everything else. So which way, or should we just flip a coin at this point, since
arguing will get us nowhere.
Do both of the doors look the same?
They're both metal doors, but just the one in front of you is covered in crates and wooden tables, holding the door back, and the one behind you is just an archway leading down a hallway.
If we don't want to argue about it, then Raymond will just start not frantically, but sort of purposefully moving the things out of the way. And he doesn't throw them; he just sort of picks them up and sets them aside, trying to make not too much noise. Not carefully, but you know what I mean. He's not throwing them at walls; he's just moving them.
Anyone else?
I think Randy would once he's seen Raymond doing that, I think I'll walk over and start lending hand.
Yeah.
So you guys are just clearing that out?
Mhm.
Okay.
Aaron's just gonna watch him, kind of.
After moments pass, you cleared the debris. These are doors that seem to open inward from you. So would you like to open the doors?
Yes.
Feel like strategy and placement's important.
As you try to open the door, a purplish metal bar appears right in front of the door and bars it shut.
Oh, shoot! There was a thing I wanted to take for this, but I didn't. And Aaron's just going to knock on the door. Turns out I can't take it, but anyway. He's gonna knock on it anyway.
Does anyone know what's the word I'm looking for? Demonic speak? No. Inferior?
Abyssal.
That one.
Oh. Yeah. That would be for demons.
I know I said some words earlier to Dan about language, but it's actually written on my character sheet.
A voice, like normal speaking voice. It sounds, how do I say this? Manly speaking voice. And to everyone else, it sounds like a demon with a very sore throat. But to Raymond, it reads, well, it says, if you wish to open this door, place your hand upon the bar and accept the responsibilities that are inside. Be warned, if you do this, you will suffer the consequences.
So I imagine that's been said out loud, isn't it? Everyone can hear. Everyone can hear a language, but only I can hear the words.
Right.
It sounds deep like this.
Oh, that's a good voice.
I don't want
Now
to
say
do
the
it
whole
because
thing
of-
again in that voice. No. I imagine as it's said that Raymond says it as he's saying it, like just after he says it, but probably in like a hushed voice. So if anyone can, sorry, if anyone can hear that from Raymond, they would understand what it said. But I don't think Raymond would like go ahead and grab the bar. He would be afraid, and he'd probably take a step back and sort of ready himself. He'd pull his sword out rather than it being sheathed. And if no one else heard what he'd actually said, he would look afraid, like I said, apprehensive.
As Raymond mutters this and goes back and looks, Aaron gives him a slight look of understanding before smiling and grabbing the bar with both hands.
Raymond would shout like no in like a Darth Vader type voice.
No!
It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? You said it out loud. Your fault, really.
The responsibility is now yours. Prepare yourself.
As the purple bar vanishes from the doorway.
Well, not so great with responsibility. Oh, that wasn't in a language I could understand.
Nope.
Mind.
So, did you not hear what Raymond said?
You said that you were repeating it out loud, I
Yeah.
believe, in comment. But if I was mistaken about that,
Oh no, yeah, I was, yeah.
yeah.
So
Then
you heard, yeah.
He just wouldn't have understood the second part.
Yeah. So he just kind of looks confused.
So he didn't hear the responsibility is yours part.
No, it's still the same language. That's only Brave can understand.
Yeah, I'm asking Chris if he understood that part.
Yeah, I did not, and my character didn't. I did, but
I imagine as you sort of, you know, the bar displays and you sort of opening the door before it even like cracks. Raymond just shakes his head and says, "What have you done? Do you know what you've done?" And I imagine you don't give a shit and you open the door anyway.
Aaron cracks the door open as you're kind of saying this and turns back to you and says, "Listen, you
Truth.
yeah. Sorry, give me just 1 second. So he would look at him. Listen, you run your life through fear and anguish. The request that ultimately doesn't change very much, but perhaps is noble at times. Evan runs his life through... Actually, I have no idea. He just is still kind of here. We've barely talked. Randy is similar to you, except without the noble bit. I don't want to be that. I want to make interesting things happen. And this is the next interesting thing. What else is worth living your life for? Experiences. Not fear. Wake up and stop being a monster. And Aaron's going to open the door.
Just 1 second. Do you say that in... Is that your voice coming out of you? Or is that another voice? Are you just speaking in the third person?
I think that was Aaron's voice.
I mean, because the way you were, like, the things you said, like, You said Aaron.
Did I say Aaron?
Aaron lives his life.
No, I said Evan.
Oh,
I
sorry.
meant Evan, at least.
Oh, sorry.
Because I have no idea why Evan's here. He's just kind of.
I thought you were talking like. I thought you were saying like your character, this, that, and the other. I thought it was the other voice.
No, Aaron was telling that used the other two sort of in his example.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Does a 17 hit your AC, Aaron? I was feeling bad, but I was like, he's being so noble, but he's opening the door.
It's so perfect.
He opens the door, looks ahead, and a giant blob of slime just engulfs him.
Yes. Sorry, my first gelatinous cube.
And
I hope it's.
roll initiative, guys. Surprise round.
I hope
I'm
it's
so happy about this.
What color is it?
It's. I'll tell you in a second once everyone's done.
Yeah, because that could very deeply change how we approach this.
Because I was thinking black jelly, man. That was
I think you mean black.
black pudding.
Is it gonna be black? Huh? What are you trying to
Because
say?
that's what
Like,
color the
freaking
pudding is.
mad
Do all black people sneak up on you and grab you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
You're a racist prick.
Yeah, all black pudding does
Nathan, what
that.
did you roll on the dice?
8.
Oh
I
my
got
god, man! Those dice are cursed. I
So
always
I got
think you're not adding any modifiers because it's so low.
low. I know, man. Rolled a bad
On another note, I'm so excited about this. I'm so happy about it.
one.
I got a 9 for my initiative because I'm awesome.
17.
Oh, 19.
Because you guys were all afraid, ready for something bad to happen.
So did Randy get a 9, or I know Aaron got a
7.
9. 7. Okay, so it's Aaron first, then Andy. Okay. So in a blink of an eye, Aaron, you're inside this slimy gooiness. And you look around and you see bones, but broken swords, all this stuff, right? And I'm totally not stalling looking for stuff. But what your friends see outside is a ball of gooey flesh made out of entrails, goo, like blood, skin, and there's like a ripped up face hanging from the side. And inside they see Aaron holding his breath. And being inside, you take 9 damage. So first, goo is what I want to call it for now. It's going to fire out one of these broken sword pieces and shoot it at Raven. Well, it's going to fire at Randy, and that's just going to curve and hit Raven. Does a 19 hit your AC?
Yeah, on the dot.
6 damage. Oh wait. Hold
So
on.
resistant.
You resist. I think that's 3 damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fucking awesome.
Evan, your turn.
May this thing make a dex saving throw?
Okay.
I'm sure it's really good at this.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Are you questioning it? It's a 15.
I swear, Paul, every time it's good. Nothing happened.
Okay. Raven, your cocky friend just got swallowed up by a creature.
I give Raymond a thumbs up that I'm not sure he can see because I didn't catch the color of this thing or what it really. It's just gooey
Like, it
flesh.
sounds like it's just full of blood and entrails.
Holy
sounds like
mackerel! That is not a gelatinous cube.
Yeah, it sounds fucking awesome. What the fuck is
I
that?
still give a thumbs up to the nothing.
Holy shit. I don't know even what I do.
I'm the perfect guy to be in here. This is great.
You know what? First off, I think he just attacks it. Sword in hand, attacks it. Sees what he does. So that is a fuck me. That is shocking. 13?
So then, yeah,
13?
that hits.
Ah, nice. A 4 on the die hits, everyone. That is max damage. 16 damage?
16 damage.
Yeah. Rolled an 8, got a +8.
Forgot he hits like a truck.
Yeah, that.
You made him hit like a truck, dude. That is
I
not...
know. It's been so long that I forgot that he hits like a truck.
I think that's just my normal. Oh no, it's not. Definitely not.
You cut open the flesh and pus spews out as little Aaron's head poking out from on top of it as he gasps for air.
So, in Raymond's vision, did it definitely like cut through
Yeah, it cut through.
and shit spewed out, and I can see Aaron's head? Can I try and grab him out? Is that a bonus action? Probably not.
If you still have a bonus action left, I'll let you do it.
Can I say something?
Yes?
Yes.
Don't grab me out. He smiles and he gives you a wink.
Oh, he
He's
died.
gone.
Fuck.
Oh, they both did. Must
Alright.
be announced.
Well, then give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
He's getting the character sheet ready. He's getting the monster's stats ready.
Yeah,
You guys hear me or how much of that?
Yeah, you're back.
nothing of that.
What
but
did you
I'm
hear?
glad you're back.
I didn't hear anything, but
Alright.
you and
Don't
Nathan both left,
pull me
and
out.
so's Paul.
No, he gives you a wink and he says, "Don't pull me out. I've got this. Don't worry about it."
Paul said take 5, so his bird's probably throwing his food out.
I thought I was gonna have to leave at 6, but it looks like I will not have to leave early. So cool. I have armor of Agathis, so I'm just gonna kill this thing from the inside. It's no problem.
Man, one day my spell will hit.
Yeah, right? What are you trying to do?
Fairy fire, man. Give us all advantage on it.
Oh yeah, Fairy Fire is so good. Except
Yeah,
you roll
4-on-1 fight. It's really good.
I got that bone whistle as well. That might
You can
both
calm it
be-
down, but it's not a beast.
yeah, calm the beast.
It's not a beast though. Is slime its own subtype or type? Ooh.
It's called ooze, I think,
Yeah.
in previous editions, and I believe it's the same. I wouldn't know. I haven't peered into the monster manual too much for 5e.
Beasts are animals, basically. Nathan. Oh,
Like
been so
things.
so like an elephant or T-Rex, squirrel.
Squirrel.
Beast.
Yeah.
Not
So
werewolf.
wyvern.
Where at?
Where? I think those are humanoids.
I could have calmed myself down. You know, I could have done with that bone whistle to calm me and Ben down. Like when we went out on a fucking gnawing.
But if you got you could get a whole colony of rats.
Yeah, dude. Like the Piper.
Yeah, the Pied Piper.
Oh, you could become the Piper.
Yeah.
You could
You try
become
getting like
a
steel
rat
money
king.
for you and stuff.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Ratty
Yeah.
Piper.
Rowdy Randy Piper.
Nice.
Rowdy Randy Piper. I like it.
And then Randy Buchanan forever.
Do you know what gets me angry, Gene? Mean Gene.
God, I loved that, man.
So Chris, are you serious? You don't want me to help you?
No way, dude. You have no
Shit.
idea the kind of damage I'm gonna do to this thing. I have to ask Paul if I have a handout. If not, and you have your bonus action, you're not doing anything with it. I might like try and get you to get my arm out, and then if I can just let it like squeeze my body, it'll just squeeze the life out of itself.
He might just stick his hand in and just tickle your balls a little bit.
That would be strange.
Great use of a bonus action.
I mean, I could use
Don't do that.
I'm back.
Bane or Hunter's Mark on this thing as a
Sorry
bonus
about
action.
that, guys.
Paul,
Yeah.
can I get one hand free?
What do you want to do?
Oh, I just want to know if I can get it if I have my hand free because you said my head poked out.
I mean,
Because
the reason I'm asking is because your turn's next. So I remember it being Raymond's turn that he was about to re-yank you out and he told him no.
Yes, more or less. So I'm trying to figure out if I have my arm free, so I know if I need his help or not.
You can let, as your action, you can pull your arm out.
Never mind.
Can I do that as my bonus action?
You can grab him as your bonus action.
Oh, but he can't
So
pull me out.
this is in my head. After all this discussion, if I tried to grab someone else out of a gelatinous cube by their hand, and they did not want to get out of one, would they be half out?
If he's yanking back and doesn't want to get out, then you can't pull him out. If
I
he's
just want my arm free.
Well,
if you're
I'm just going to say that I don't do anything else on my action, on my turn, because I don't know what's going on.
okay,
Unless I can so I can hit him. I can hit the fucking weird thing, and then can I back off into
can.
the room? Yeah, I want to back up. Probably 15 feet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Aaron.
So it would take my action just to get a single hand out?
No.
No?
It would be No, technically, yeah, wouldn't it? You're using your strength or like a check basically to get out.
Well, checks can be any action. I mean, that's DM discretion. A check can be part of a movement or a free action or an action or a bonus action or just about anything. 20 minutes.
I would say an action to get out. No, it's your arm free. No bonus.
Bonus? Perfect.
I'll give it to you bonus.
And strength check, or can I just what?
Strength check, buddy.
Oh, come on.
You see, I showed you the picture. He's not an easy way to get out.
5.
Oh.
No way I can cast from inside the blob, then I assume.
I mean, you didn't say you wanted to do that.
No, I'm talking about as my action. I can't. There's no check I can make or something to try and cast a spell, even though I'm inside of it, or
I mean, you didn't tell me you didn't want to do it. You could do that.
I can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to make a check, or?
Nope.
Okay. Then he's just he's trying to get his arm free. At first he looks maybe just a little bit worried, and then he looks over to Raymond and he says, Raymond, throw me a wink.
Do I hear him pull through the...
His head's sticking out. So do with that what you will.
I don't have an arm free.
Just
A
a
hand
wink.
free even.
Shut up.
Oh.
Just a wink.
Raymond winks.
As he winks, you can see this sort of sort of starting like by his face, this bright red see-through armor just sort of coats his body. There we go. I should be good. Good luck, guys. And that'll be Aaron's turn as he casts Armor of Agathis.
Oh, good thing I was muted. I thought I said something that would have fucked me up. Okay, cool. It's now 14. Okay. So next is Randy.
Hey. Right. So I'll pull out my fire crossbow and take a shot at that sucker.
Roll me to hit, buddy.
A 1. How about that?
Hey, Ben.
There's a 1
Buy
in.
your own dice.
Hey, buddy. Remember when I said if it's a 1, you hit an ally?
Oh, Chris.
There's one
sorry.
ally in that jelly.
Hit me. A range attack.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, yeah. That would save Aaron. Roll your damage to Raymond.
It's going to be low. It's my dice.
Please roll.
No, I think it's going to work the other way this time, I imagine. So I'm rolling a 1d8. Right. With fire damage as well. Which is just a bit savage. Just it wasn't enough to start off with. I rolled another 1.
Hey!
Yeah.
So there
That's
we go.
fine.
In total, how much damage?
So is that a +4? So 5?
5 damage. Take 3 damage.
4. Is it? You got +4 dex?
It's like fire crossbow, then +4.
Oh,
then
fucking hell.
1d8
Okay.
fire damage.
So take 3 damage. Cool.
Raymond
Wait.
winces. What are you doing, Randy?
But the blob goop.
Hit the blob!
You are, Raymond. Right, you are.
Chaos Ooze is going to first spend his action to roll a d6. He changes his AC to this.
And he does some damage to me, right?
Not yet. And he's immune to piercing damage. So if you basically armors up and is immune to piercing damage. And now, because he becomes metal as the sword starts sticking out, Aaron takes 6 damage.
As it crushes into him, he just smiles as the red armor splinters and shoots out with red lightning that curls around the blob. The blob takes 10 points of, I think it's technically cold damage.
Cool.
As Aaron takes nothing and still has temporary hit points. This is why I didn't want you to get me out, Raymond.
How do I explain this? I can't remember the creatures. I remember it's in some video game. It's so the monster, the ooze, like expands up, and then just like it's like a cake. It just starts oozing down and sliding across the ground. As the man's face on it just closes his eyes.
Are you saying the creature gets like smaller in height but wider in like circumference?
It, see if I remembered, it implodes on itself. It just dies.
Oh, it's dead?
So it puff up your cheeks and then just blow out. It puffs up and then just starts down to the ground and dead. Yes, it's dead.
It imploded. That's
Yeah.
What
As
fucking
the
supernova.
as the ooze and blood crawl off Aaron.
Well, I am going to need a shower. I mean, bath. Showers don't exist. What am I talking about?
Raymond rushes over to check him over. And I imagine it's like a kid that's got out of like a hot bath. And I'm just like lifting your arms up and it's just flopping back down again and just looking for wounds. Like, surely you must be in pain.
No, a little bit at the beginning there, but no, I'm fine now. Look, I did an interesting thing happened. I'm always right, aren't I?
Is that with your truth cap on?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Is that with your truth crown on?
Oh, yes, it is.
Raymond gives you like a quizzical look, like that thing was demonic and ungodly and disgusting, and you were inside it and you're okay. And he just gives you this look, like almost to say, "What are you?" or "How?" But he doesn't elaborate on it. He just gives you that look, and I assume we can look into the next room, Paul. So I would just look over his shoulder, and I'm still 15 feet back from him. So
as you look over his shoulder, you see just another chaos ooze like creeping up on him, like
close.
He's slowly getting there. Aaron just still has his back turned to him.
How far away?
Oh. For effect, like 10 feet away now.
Okay, sorry, Chris. Raymond smiles at fuck's sake, Aaron, and then shoves him back into the ooze.
Aaron says, "Promise me we'll rest. Promise me we'll take a rest after this." And he trust falls back.
Yeah, fall into the ooze.
Yep.
I'm not going to roll initiative again. I'm just going to do the damage. 7 damage.
As the red armor splinters in, Aaron looks to be in a little bit of pain as the red lightning curls around, and he's going to take 10 more points of cold damage.
The creature.
Yeah, the creature.
Okay.
And, Aaron's going to get ready to cast again.
10 damage. Okay.
And would that bring
Evan?
it to mine? No.
Nope, Evan's turn. I'm just going to use the same initiative.
No, that's right.
Evan, a little upset about his spell not working. Stops, takes this whole thing in, and he reaches for his bow, the new one, for his violin, and it starts to glow a little bit as he starts to. I'll get it. And that's him casting Shillelagh as he's gonna go and charge this ooze. 24 to hit?
You know what? You just missed it, but I'm going to be a nice guy and let you do it.
Alright, 12 damage.
You crack it open and it implodes and dies.
As Aaron slides out, looks back. Is there another one coming?
No. There was only 2.
All right, I'm gonna need like an hour. As he just sort of throws his hands from his head to his knees, and that red armor reappears.
So basically, the whole thing left is behind him is just a long hallway that seems to be curving in. No lights, though. That's about it.
Okay.
Quickly, I think Raymond sort of like strides towards you as you get out of this ooze again. I imagine covered in ichor.
Which he immediately
Maybe
starts cleaning off with his gesture rod as he just like boops his hat or whatever. It's completely clean. Boops his chest.
And he like friendly taps you on the cheek. They're like almost around the back of the head. Like his hands are so big. And he says, "You're good at this." And he will restore 10 hit points using his lay on hands.
Aaron, that same sort of red energy just fills in as his wounds heal. Coming out of his wounds and stuff, the shards that were still stuck. Well, thank you. We have an unlimited supply of healing potion. But I get the sentiment.
Where's Leon?
Raymond just looks at him and just, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? The growth, and then we refill our stuff. Anyway, it's not important.
I kind of imagine that Raymond doesn't know that that's a thing that he does. Like it's that moment of like recognition and friendliness and good job, buddy, that he feels inside himself. that you get in HP.
Cool.
So you guys are gonna take a rest?
I could use one, but I'm in less of a need now.
Let me know, guys.
I mean, that would be my spell slots back, but I only have 2 anyway. Although that's 2 more of those, but I have 1 on me now, so we'd be buying me an extra 10 HP and 10 to 20 damage, and then a little more health. But we have unlimited healing potions, so What do you guys want to do? Anybody else even need a rest?
Yeah, I didn't get hit.
I mean,
they can't do it.
No, I think I'm alright. Well, I don't mind.
I've definitely been hit. I mean, it sounds shit that we want to get down the elevator, go through a couple of oozes and rest, but that would probably be beneficial.
Your choice, guys.
You have you make a really good point, Raymond. However, the more I think about it, the less interesting it sounds to go up and be Pansy. So let's go. And
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna take a
Oh.
common healing potion. You said those heal 2d4 in your game. I mean
2d4
2d4 plus
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
To be fair, I'll probably take one of them as well. I think I've got 2. I've got 2. If I can take one.
Go for it.
That's a good roll. Oh my god. Oh, 2 4s.
2 4s. Nice. 12.
Now I've got to do maths. I can't do it.
So moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the Is there any? How many doors?
There's just the door behind the elevator, and then the long corridor in front of you guys.
Raymond thinks he's smart, and he pulls out a silver piece, and he like skims it like you'd skim a pebble on a lake down the corridor.
It flicks off a wall and like turns a corner, and you just hear a loud crash.
Raymond looks at his companions again. He raises his shield up just below his eyes. Is his stance, and he has his sword just by his side, out of the shoe.
All right. Well, it looks like you're ready. You can go first then.
And he
Who
nods. He
doesn't
sort
have
of
dark
nods.
vision? Real quick. Sorry.
I
Doesn't
do.
have dark vision? I do.
Doesn't. Aaron doesn't have dark vision?
No, I do have dark vision.
Who doesn't? I think Dan has dark vision. I think Randy might.
think Randy does?
I don't think
I
Randy
think
has
I didn't Randy light
No, I
a
don't
torch
think
when he
so.
could.
Yeah, Randy will light a torch when he doesn't have. So everyone but Randy has dark vision, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Randy, as they start going down the hall, since no lights are present, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
So I imagine I'd be like in the middle of the line, like holding on to like a man in front of me and behind.
Okay.
Maybe Randy, you could be like ready with a torch, but not light it yet, so we don't give away our position. But be ready to light it in case we get into combat.
Yeah,
Hey Dan, are you there?
Yeah, maybe have like his crossbow bolt like ready to light a fire crossbow and like shoot in the general direction or something.
Or that.
Hey Dan, you're muted. Are you there?
I'm sorry, I didn't type. I had to go do something. I missed everything.
Okay, cool. No, they. Long story short, Raymond threw a coin down the hallway. It turned a corner and knocked some stuff over. That's it. Do you have dark vision?
Oh yeah, I have like super dark vision.
Cool. Everyone but Randy. And I was right. So continue on down the hall.
Yeah.
Right. As you guys are walking, Randy grabs hold of someone. As it begins to get darker, the path begins to curve as you see a metal knight armor set scattered across the floor and a coin next to it. This curved hallway seems to have like built inside the walls graves. And that's all you guys see from here. Evan, you see something, you see movement far down the hallway. That's about it.
Not to beat an old horse dead with a stick, but I want to use my divine sense again.
That's fine, buddy. You sense 5 undead creatures. No, 6 undead creatures.
How many coffins are there?
It's just like 12 coffins.
I don't think it says that I can sense the direction. It's just more like the feeling. That's how I think anyway. So I imagine I'm at the front, so I sort of look back, and he just says, "I can smell them," and you can see him sort of heave. I can smell them. Be on your guard.
Smell more oozes.
Smell the dead, the living dead.
Oh, I can smell them too. Isn't that what we've all been smelling this whole time?
Yeah.
It's different. And he says that dismissively.
I don't believe you. What is with this crown? He kind of pats him on the back. Raymond, I know you like to run away from your problems, but wouldn't it be better if we knew what we were walking into?
Raymond stops, and I imagine like obviously we're all walking like in tangent, so I stop and everyone sort of like clatters into each other.
Right. Especially Randy.
Yeah. Raymond turns around and says, "You don't know me. You don't know anything about me."
Actually, I do. We've been traveling together for like weeks now, I think.
Well, then keep your opinions to yourself. I'll protect you. You protect me. He shakes his head.
Okay.
And he looks like you hit a nerve running away. Looks like you hit a nerve on him.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know.
Aaron
Just to
knows.
make sure that you know that I know.
Continue down the hallway. What are you guys doing? You're in a corridor full of graves. Kind of just talking it out.
Yeah, so I thought Chris was going to respond, but I don't make a big deal out of it. I say what I've got to say. He gives me the look, and I turn around and carry on in that sort of defensive pose.
Passing these graves, you see cloaks hanging off them. You see corpses on the ground with ratted, like ripped up cloaks. These cloaks have like a snake like pattern, the same one from the emblem upstairs, and like red flowers, red red flowers looking sigils all around like the exit areas. And there's a green snake emblem on one of the portraits hanging from the walls as you continue down the corridor, and you're walking fast enough where you can see one of the chaos oozes like moving away from the group into this large room. It's like crawling up some rubble into this broken door frames into another room. So yeah.
I imagine we sort of falter over in our steps, and we sort of slow down as we see this ooze gunge sort of go into the next room. Sort of, I imagine it sort of passes our eyesight if it's going up and into a room.
Yep, you can see it.
And at the same time, I've had no problem really with them. Raymond looks back at Aaron, and sort of gives him like a sideways smile, and continues to climb the rubble.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah.
He's gonna listen to the static coming from somewhere. No, yeah, I think I'm just gonna follow. I'm just gonna follow Raymond.
Yeah, I've got to keep hold of somebody. I'm following.
So you guys walk up to this broken door frame with rubble in it, and inside you see this massive library with like these oozing chaotic creatures are like walking around this library type area. They're just wandering around. And you see a large set of double doors at the end of this library.
Oh, I really want to just spider climb on the roof, but we don't have enough for all of us. You think they're attracted to just noise, perhaps, or just sight? Perhaps we could lure them away with an illusion or a stray coin? Then make a run for it?
I think Randy would say, how about Firebolt?
Sure. Probably not at one. Although, to be fair, we might just be able to back up shooting things at them. I mean, they didn't seem too fast, did they? We might be able to just walk backwards, firing things at them till they all die.
We are in a library too. So we've got a lot of books. Firing a lot of books.
Now that And he looks to Raymond and points at Randy. Now that is interesting.
Raymond nods at Randy and says, and as he says it, he looks at everyone else. He says, "Everything dies."
So, has somebody got like can somebody like ignite stuff?
I got
I
some
get-
fire breath going on.
Maybe I could go like knock over, or Raymond could go like knock over a bookshelf, like towards the front, so we have like fire in between us and loses. I don't know how big these bookshelves are now. But are they gonna like have to?
So we begin.
Yeah. How are we gonna go then?
Yeah. Evan pulls out his new wand of firebolt.
Yeah, he does.
So these creatures are very slow. You guys are far away from it. If you want, you guys can take your time. Everyone can take a 10 or a 20 and just start picking these things. They get closer and closer until they eventually die out. Or we can roll initiative. First one, you guys can describe the scene of what's happening. Second one, well, you know how that goes.
I mean, to be fair, I think the first one is pretty much how this fight is gonna go. So unless there's anything we don't know about and you want to turn this into a combat, Paul,
Oh, that's why I'm giving you the option.
I think it makes the most sense that we're just gonna like shoot them till they die, and if they get too close, back up past the rubble,
Yeah.
and then shoot them till they die.
That's why when you guys just do this way then. Is everyone okay with doing that?
Yeah.
All right. You can all describe the scene to me while I go check on the noisy bird.
Well, Aaron's just gonna be taking his gestures wand, or his gestures rod, and just kind of spinning it around and trying out different ways to do Eldritch Blast, like shooting an actual blast for the first time, and then like throwing daggers the way he does, and then trying to chuck rocks. He's just like practicing.
I imagine that knowing that you've all got the ability to do what you say you're going to do, he drops his shield and his sword and just lays them on this rubble, stands up tall and proud, and walks straight into the middle of this room. Well, not the middle, but he walks into the room and starts just, hey, over here, over here. And he starts like picking up like candlesticks off the tables and throwing them, picking up books and just throwing them. And he starts like pulling down these bookcases and throwing these books all over the place, trying to make it as flammable as possible. Paul isn't here, but I imagine they all sort of converge on me. I imagine they sort of converge on me, like slowly.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
in no
just,
danger of being sort of sucked up because I'm too.
yeah, you're just making noise and distracting them to your position.
Yeah, I imagine that, like I say, I'm throwing these like flammable tables over and books into the middle of the room, bookshelves.
Yep. And they,
Until the point that they all get sort of close to me, and I imagine that I probably turn around and run as they converge on me back to the rubble area.
cool.
Whenever everyone else do their thing.
And I imagine as you sort of run back, a little wave of a dark liquid that all these books, and he'll pull out the actual wand and set fire to them.
I think Randy would like go up to like some like kind of overturned bookshelf or something and just like lean behind it and get his crossbow out, like lean it up start lining them up.
Dang it, I was muted. So the creatures begin to fall. After some time passes, you finally kill them all. So, empty library, dead oozes. What do you guys want to do? There's large double doors. There's a library in here.
Well, now the library's on fire.
No, the library's not on fire.
It's not?
Just a little bit.
He didn't need to. He didn't need, unless you want to make it on fire. He didn't need a roll for the attack. So I'm assuming like he took his time, kneeled down, and just fired.
No, I used my
Oil.
Raymond threw a bunch of books on the ground, and then I set those on fire.
Oh. Well, it's a small burn, but the moisture and the mold doesn't really keep the fire going much. It is on fire, but it's not dangerous fire, and it's not spreading.
Is there like?
It does light up the room, though. And boy, does
I
it light
imagine,
up the room.
I imagine that there's a lot of smoke from these like oozes just burning up. Is that like escaping from like somewhere?
It's
Or
skipping
is it
from
just
the
so
other.
it's like
It's going.
funneling out?
Yes, it's mostly funneling out from where you were.
So we can stand and breathe.
Yeah, it's really high up.
Okay.
Think about it as the pyramid is on the 6th floor. You went 6 floors down. Yeah. So there's light in this room. Nothing too dangerous going on with the fire. What do you guys want to do? There's large double doors at the end of the hallway. There's lots of books. There's a large gathering table. Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I imagine that Raymond isn't too interested in books and things of that nature. But I can kind of imagine that other people are in the party. So we just sort of slowly. How many of these oozes did you say there was?
There was 6.
And I imagine they all sort of like conjoin in the middle of the thing. So everything they had inside them is sort of just in this ooze, like this ichor.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I kind of circle it, just looking at it, just to see if I can see anything of worth. I imagine it's mostly broken, but, just
Broken-
grime and bricks.
Broken
And,
swords, bricks. Every once in a while you would see a golden emblem with a snake on it.
uh-huh.
Different colored hair, skeletal bodies, things like that. Nothing
But-
particularly interesting.
Well, that's what I imagine Raymond's doing, while everyone else is doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Evan might scan over the books. Is there any I'm assuming, is it common?
Most of it's in common, yes.
Pick up either recognizable text or pick up a couple books, but not really anything big.
So
And, wait, what's
every once in a while you would see a general theme between these books. Magic, arcana, dark arts, the realm of chaos, chaotic beings from other worlds. all these like crazy mythos and creepy crawlies of chaotic stuff. Like every book of any god that exists is all about chaotic gods. Mostly you find about Loki. Things like that. Just skimming through it, you're picking up this theme.
Nothing really overtly interesting to him.
Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm just ready. I think Aaron just kind of walks over to the double doors, gets ready to open them when everybody else is ready. Once everybody else is done with their shenanigans.
As you get up here, you're getting closer to the door. You hear muffled screams and yelling behind the door.
Well, I was gonna wait for you all to be done with your nonsense. However, I hear some screams, so I'm gonna go check that out. And Aaron's gonna walk over and open the door.
Again, Raymond screams, "Stop! Stop!" And I imagine he says it like a few times as you're opening the door. I can't imagine you're going to stop.
He stops briefly and says, "Well, come on then," and then opens the door.
The door at first seems a little tough to open, and then you hear snaps behind it, and the door opens easily as you see skeletons drop to the ground. And behind the door, you notice that their bones have been melted onto the door frame.
Ooh.
You hear this muffled screams as you're looking inside this room. There are hollowed black statues. Some of them are running away, like to your direction. Some of them are begging. Some of them are like in fighting stance, but a lot of these are like broken and shattered. You see one of the people that are screaming, the black statue that are screaming, its eyes are hollowed in, and the voice coming in from inside it sounds like a muffled scream. It's like ah, ah, ah. It just it's continuing as you see this large blue like snake creature.
Yep, I put the crown over my eyes. I was waiting for that, although I thought it was going to be Medusa. I lower my crown so it's like blocking my eyes, and I close the doors.
Well, let me finish describing all that. A long blue robe is draped around her as she's like slowly moving up to this creature, and like it's patting its head as you're covering your eyes and slamming the door behind you.
That's not good. What's behind there? Oh boy. This is gonna be fun, guys. Oh, actually, he doesn't say that because that is a lie. Oh, yeah, he tries to say that, and it just kind of comes like he just kind of croaks slightly.
How open did you make those doors?
Enough where he would fit through.
So we could see in and see what he saw.
Chris?
I would say he probably like opened them, just like pushed them open, let go of the door handles, and as soon as he saw that, he shoved it and just like reached out for a second, found them, and closed the door. But I think they were almost as wide as they could be.
Then you would.
Paul, sorry, go.
No, you go.
I was going to say, again, without beating a dead horse dead, Does he feel anything? Does Raymond feel anything from what he saw?
So describe to me what you can feel again, real quick.
It's celestial, fiend, undead, basically.
Then
It doesn't really give me anything really. It's just I imagine that those are the things that he fears and hates the most.
that room screams undead. More spiritual than zombies,
Yeah.
but yeah.
The hairs on the back of Raymond's neck, like, just prick up. And he's got goosebumps all over himself, and he clenches his pauldrons, his fists tight. As you slam the door shut. And he sort of marches up to the doors within about 10 feet of them and just sort of eyes the door, like the frame of it. Just sort of looks all around the door handle and then turns around, facing the rest of his party. And he just looks at each and every one of them to see what their demeanor is, like how do they feel about it. And he looks at Aaron first to see what he physically is looking like.
Aaron looks a little bit scared. Not as much as probably you are, but a little bit. And as he sees you looking at me, he would probably say, I think we should try and catch up on that rest I was talking about. Unless it comes out here, in which case I think we should die fighting it. Because that's our only choice. Or we can leave. But,
And then he looks at Evan.
Leaving does sound grand, but we only know about that elevator. That's took forever. There's got to be a quicker way out, and I guarantee you whatever's in there knows it.
And then he looks at Randy.
I think Randy would turn around and say something like, well, whatever it is that's on the other side of that door, it knows we're here now. So we might not have any control over this situation.
it may not want to come out. It may just reseal the bones. That's why I think we should rest here, be ready to fight. But like sit down kind of by the door. Then if enough time passes, then we can go in. If it comes out, then we're not fighting in its lair, and that sounds better already.
Paul, what the doors went inwards, right?
Yes, sir.
Into the room that we want to go into.
Hold on.
Or do they go into the room we're in?
Yes, they go into the room where that you want to go into. They go outwards from you.
Yeah. So we can't bar them or stop them from opening.
You can't hold the door.
I mean, you could technically bar it if you really want to. You would need a bar, though. But yeah, you could do.
Is that a possibility?
I mean, you could put the handles in. It would be pretty hard to open the door from the outside with the handles grabbed on your side.
At least maybe like buy us around.
Is that like locking the door? Or do I have to hold it the whole time?
Locking it.
Okay, so Raymond hears what everyone has to say, turns around, locks the doors, clock. And he turns around to the rest of the guys and says, I'm going in. I'm going in.
All right.
You're going into the room.
No, so I lock the door
Right.
from the outside, from where we're at,
Uh-huh.
and he says, I'm going in at some point or another. If you're with me, then you're with me, but you're welcome to leave. I won't think anything less of you. We can rest here for a moment, but we need to be ready to fight.
All right then. How long is a short rest out of game? I can't remember.
I think it's an hour.
An
It's
hour.
an hour. Jeez, that's a nail-biting hour, but I think we're gonna have to do it.
It's like if we do take the hour, Raymond doesn't rest. He just stands by the door, looking at the door like Blair Witch. Like he just stares at the door.
Don't worry, buddy. Technically, that would count as a rest for you. You're just on guard.
I think we're all kind of like only half resting. Like everybody's kind of tense. Everybody's kind of ready, but forcing themselves to at least kind of rest.
Evan's doing like a fidget thing with the new bow where he's like spinning it in his hands.
It's the worst hour ever for our characters.
So you're taking a rest, right? Doing the short rest?
Yeah.
All right. Every few minutes, from like 5 minutes to 10 minutes, everywhere in between, you would hear muffled screams coming from the other side of the door. And every once in a while, they would be silence, and then minutes pass, and they would start again. This goes on for the entire hour you guys are resting. The door never moves. Is there anything you would like to take from this during this hour? Or we can just move on?
Man, what if someone's being tortured in there? I don't know if Aaron can wait that long. Oh, let's wait. Yeah, oh man.
I think Raymond can wait because he knows there's so much evil going on in that room that it's probably been going on for a very long time, and the fact that we're there an hour is not going to make much difference. So if you did approach the door or was pacing, he'd try and give you sort of a reassuring nod, like this is going to be over soon.
Okay.
You see him. You see guard down Raymond in his face.
Okay. And during this time, I'll get Pixie up again. Or Sprite. Little Aaron.
Evan, Randy, you guys, anything?
No, I'm good. I mean, I want to do stuff before we go in, but I can just say that.
Okay. And Nathan, unless you're muted again.
Nathan?
You're muted, buddy.
He's not. I think he lost connection.
Oh, trust
Or
me.
he fell asleep like Xavier. Oh man.
Oh, you've seen Logan, man. That's a fucking great film.
It is.
That's such a good film.
You know they're making a black and white version?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but I know I'm gonna waste $20 to see it again.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was a black and white version. I'll watch that.
so it doesn't need it. It's just a good film.
Nathan.
I think if they were to make it in black, white, and red, where they still showed gore, I would go nuts to see that.
In fairness, like Professor X telling Wolverine to go fuck himself.
Sorry, guys.
That's like
Made my
that's worth
life. That
$20.
made my life.
$20 every day. Fuck off, Logan. Fuck off.
There's Nathan.
Sorry, guys. I was just like sat in my kitchen and like I just looked up and I seen this little face just looking at me. It's my daughter. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh, bless him.
I'm just like sat in my kitchen, right, and I've got like a door in front of me that's got like glass panels and it's just like a hallway. And I was just like, just listening. And then I just looked up and it's just like, it's dark out there and stuff. But just this little face just looking at me. I was just like, whoa. Like my heart's racing.
Nathan,
Hello?
you get to the door. You can't see behind it. What do you do?
What door?
Oh, wait, how much have you missed?
Yeah, quite a bit, I think.
Oh shit, he's missed loads. That was a
How
joke.
Well, he doesn't know what happened anyway because he couldn't see. So
Yeah, true.
everybody's freaking out about what's behind the double doors. Nobody tells you anything. What do you
Shit, do you
do?
know what's behind the doors?
Oh no,
Nathan.
I know what's behind the doors and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I got to like we were having a rest and
Yeah.
we're talking about how like we're all unset. Like you were. Well, the door was banging every like 5 minutes.
Oh, not banging. You just hear yelling on the other side.
Yeah, every 5 minutes. Yeah, and that's when I looked up and fucking.
There she was.
Yeah.
So, do you want to mention anything that Randy's doing, or do you want to move on?
Oh yeah, I just imagine that Randy is probably one of the most like settled people out of it, just purely on the fact that like he feels like the group's kind of will protect him to an extent. He feels like this guy's like a fucking solid, like he's ready. Yeah, ready as he ever be.
All right. So, hour passes. The yelling has not stopped. It's been interrupted every once in a while, but new yelling every time has erupted, and it's been quieted down.
Oh, Paul, you're cutting up for me.
No. Hour passed. The yelling comes in and out. You guys are ready. Hours passed. What now?
Piss break.
You go through?
Oh, if anyone else wants to go first, because I kind of want mine to go last. Oh,
Guys, don't rush. It's okay. No need to worry.
Ben said he'll be right back, so.
Oh, I assumed you went to the bathroom this whole time. Wait a minute. I gotta read over some notes.
Oh man, honestly, that's like like the kind of thing like horror films. You know what I mean? When you're like looking in like the cliche kind of things when you're like they walk into a bathroom, they look in the mirror, and there's a face in the fucking mirror. Do you know what I mean?
Muted.
Just sat there, just like and then just out of, like, all of a sudden there's this face there. She's just sat there like calling me. Just, she lost her little bear thing that she. Cuddly bear thing.
It's just adorable, Nathan.
She
I know it
lost
scared you half to
that's
death,
what
but
makes
it's still adorable.
Yeah, man, I love it. I wouldn't change it.
Sorry I almost killed you, Dad. Anyways, do you know where my bear is?
Yeah, literally.
All right.
I think most of it's like she's just like letting me know she's awake. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Be right back, guys.
Does anybody else fight long range? I mean, does anybody else fight up close and personal? Like, I know Raymond does, but anybody else like?
I kind of skid. I skid in and out.
Okay. And I think Raymond goes first. And then, oh, hey Ben. Hey, Raymond's going first, yeah?
Through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all
Yeah.
need to specifically say we avert our eyes. Everybody memorize those words. Avert our eyes. Except maybe Raymond, who might have a high enough fortitude save. I mean, not fortitude, constitution save to last for a little bit.
I'm not sure what happened in the minute I was gone, but if we're all ready to go through the door,
Say, basically, if you want to do anything, do it first, because I have something I want to do, but I want to make sure I go last.
well, can I open the door? Or
I think we're all
do that.
preparation. Paul's gone for now.
Well, yeah, like right before you open the door, and I guess we can wait for Paul to get back.
Are you
I
going
didn't
to
realize Paul was
inspire
gone.
us?
I'm gonna inspire him and cast Shillelagh.
Just him? I feel like you never inspire us anymore.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad.
I'm still a level 1 bard. I'm sorry.
Well, that doesn't affect the amount of times you can do it per day.
Shut up.
You can do it the same number of times per day up until like level 20. Besides for the fact that level 5 you get back at a short rest instead of a long rest.
Greatest thing about moving, I get to play D&D with no interruptions. It's gonna be so great. I mean, there's a reason I got interrupted because apparently there was a bill in the mail and it's late, so my fault, I guess. So I mean, that's a good reason. I owe my mom $20. Anyways, everyone back? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How are we doing this?
Raymond, as your hand's on the door, Evan's gonna put his hand on your shoulder, and it's not that good, but I've been working on it this hour. Tell me, Raymond, why you hurry so? Dear friend, open your ears and listen so you know. And he goes on with a couple more rhymes, and that's your inspiration.
He claps.
And-
Aaron claps in character.
And I imagine he feels that like flow through his body. And before he cracks the handles on these doors and pushes them open, as he's doing it, he says, "Whatever's behind here is putrid evil, and it must be destroyed at all costs. I'll lay down my life for every single one of you." Just know that. And he just slams the doors open. Like it was creaking at first, but then just slams them open. Pulls his shield over his shoulder. Draws his sword. And what the fuck does he see?
But Raymond, let me talk first. Don't worry, it will die in the end.
Oh, that happens but in between me doing that cool shit,
Yeah.
Chris says something awesome as well. Sorry, man.
You get no response from this woman as she's, I guess, sliding over to the next hollowed statue as it's screaming, and she just caresses the side of it, goes, shh, shh, it's okay. It's okay. You're not really here. Go to rest. Go to rest. And the yelling calms down. As she's just moving along from statue to statue, every time one begins to scream, she does the same as she slides over to it. Rests her hand on top of it or it strokes the cheek, and it's just calming them down.
Do I see a basilisk?
Nope.
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 Aaron feels a little bit sheepish, but doesn't tell anyone that.
As she's like turning to your direction, she's moving to another statue. You notice that she has no face, only a mouth, and her skin has been blackened, but it's not crusted or burned over like the rest of these people. And her blue robe has the emblem of holding around her neck of the snake emblem, basically. She just comes over to another screaming body. He goes, shh, shh, it's okay. It's okay. You're not really here. You're not alive anymore. Please rest. Please rest.
Raymond, what do we do? Should I kill it?
I imagine that there is a moment where he thinks, we've heard these screams for the last hour or so. And he does retract his hatred and anger just for a second. Is there some sort of check I can make to see whether I'm being brash?
Help me try to understand what you're doing, buddy.
I want to kill her,
Okay.
but she's being so like friendly towards these statues of living people
Mm-hmm.
that he flinches for a second, as if, like he did with his sister and the witch. He flinches enough to give himself like thought, like a pause of thought.
Right.
Does this person deserve to die for what she has done?
Insight check.
I mean, Chris, the way he's wording it doesn't sound like that would be something he could do.
To glean as much as he can, but he can maybe tell what her standing is. He might be able to figure out more about what she's actually doing.
I mean,
Or
yeah. I'm just going off what he worded.
Essentially,
He wants to know, does she deserve to die? I was like, I don't know, buddy. I can't tell you that.
No,
I know.
That's fair. It's probably the wrong wording. It's like he's gonna kill her,
All right.
but how bad is he gonna kill her? Is he gonna speak to her first, or is he just gonna fucking stab her through the heart? Is he gonna give her a chance to speak
All right.
before he kills her?
I don't know, buddy. Is he? I can't
Or
make
do
that.
20. Anything over a 10, he
Make that
charges.
roll for
Anything
you.
under a 10, he speaks. He speaks. Apparently.
Okay.
And he shouts. And it echoes through the halls. Demon. Talk to me. Look at me.
So the woman turns to your direction and is just sliding over to you, and her hands extended. And just still low voice goes, shh, 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 it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're not here. You're not here. It's okay.
Just say that to me.
Yeah, as she's coming closer to you. Do you let her touch you? Do you
No, absolutely not.
back up? What do you want to do? You already spoke. She's coming towards you, hands extended.
I imagine if she gets anywhere near me, I step back. And I say,
Mhm.
stop and stand. Do not go any closer. As I cast command on her.
She stops. She's already
Awesome.
standing.
And it's just a one-word command. That's how command works. So it would just be the stop. And
All right,
Yeah,
she
the stop
stops.
bit. The stop bit where he carries on. And the
Yeah.
stop bit's the command.
She's looking around. It's like, it's fine. You need to rest. There's no need to fight anymore. You're not really here anymore. Let me put you at ease. It's okay now. It's okay now.
And that is too ominous and disgusting for Raymond. And he
Raymond, okay. Let me spitball you an idea here, okay? Listen, little Aaron, he can just come back. So let's let her touch little Aaron and see what happens.
Out of context, D&D. I'm
Throws
sorry.
little Aaron forward, and little Aaron begins. I don't have any rest. Right in front of her hand. I have no rest. I can't rest. What am I ever gonna do?
Okay, so little Aaron. I can't see it. Okay. So the pixie is like goes to her hand and she starts stroking the pixie and just murmurs down to it like, it's okay. It's okay. Just relax. And if the pixie doesn't say anything, she'll stop.
The pixie sprite thing begins to purr.
Yeah, she'll just stop after a while. Then the scream goes on behind her, and she starts slowly turning around and heading toward the next statue. You see another set of doors on the other side, but these doors seem broken.
Psst, little Aaron, you still like yourself?
Thumbs up.
Cool.
as she begins to tell him. Oh, go on.
I was just going to turn to you and say something, but I think she's already turned, so you can go ahead and do your thing.
She seems too dodgy. As she begins to turn away on her blind side, Raymond's got a shield in his one hand, so he will just he would just try and execute her.
I think she's calming the spirits. Okay.
Do you? All right. Aaron did say something. Do you want to stop, or do you just want to stab her in the back?
I want to behead her.
Can't behead her. She's too large.
Large? Is she large?
Yes, she's 9 foot
Oh,
2.
Yeah, that's just.
that's creepier.
There's too much shit going on. What I've heard from the door, and Raymond is not. He's just not having any of it, to be honest. He's just not happy about what's going on. She's a demon in his eyes, and he will attack her. That's
Aaron
okay with
puts
you,
his
Paul?
hands up.
I mean,
Yeah,
are you telling me you're stabbing her in the back? Yes or no?
Yes.
Anyone else want to stop him or want to say anything? Other than Aaron, he already said that. If no objections,
She could be good. But Randy's never going to stop you from doing what you wanted to do.
Just to clarify, she was petting a snake earlier, right?
no, her bottom half is a snake. Ish. It's like a slug.
Yeah, this is weird. I'm sorry. Raymond
is
fucking
weird.
kills it.
It's a
Right.
hut.
So, no roll. Just coup de grace, stab her through the chest, and you hear her gasp. And as she's leaning forward, she lays on the ground. Thank you, Death. I welcome you. And dies.
Raymond, a couple of things. First, I'm pretty sure you did it a favor. Second, I'm pretty sure it was calming the spirits down, so you might have done a whole bunch of innocent dead people a disservice. And three, that was pretty cool. I think those are all of my points at the moment.
And they're all true.
Just aside quickly, what's going to happen to these statues now?
Yes, we might want to like plug our ears. I have a really bad feeling about this.
Well, the one that was screaming just continues to scream. And if you wait another 5 minutes, another one will scream. And so on and so forth.
Yep.
Sorry, I imagine that as the sword goes through the back of this slug fucking lady, and her dead body hits the floor, he just turns around to everyone and says, "Well, that was easy."
Wasn't it, though?
And then I imagine that you see other things happen behind me.
Nope.
Screams.
Screams just continue. Nothing's there to stop them now.
Aaron's gonna go and like pat one on the head. You're not really here.
Doesn't stop screaming.
You're okay.
Doesn't.
You're annoying.
It just yells out.
Please shut up.
Some of them seem to be begging, but like not very comprehensible begging.
Did the serpent woman like have anything on her? Can I like search her?
You can search her.
Mm-hmm.
She had her diary about how she always kept these people happy.
Funny enough, you find old, crumpled up parchments of paper that seem so old that even the slightest bend cracks them. You find, how do I say this? A crystal that, when touched, feels like a warm glow, but the magic that was once in it is gone. And you find her broken staff that she's was kind of walking around with. Was sliding around. That's about it.
Not bringing the items to the attention of the group.
I do believe it's Raymond's job to read those parchments. That's my opinion, anyway.
Are they written in Inferno?
They're written in common.
Common.
Yep.
So I imagine as I'm handed the parchments. There's far too many squiggly letters and far too many sort of artistic interpretations of letters that he just looks at them and shakes his head and passes them to someone else.
So you're to notice all this, you're going through each page, right? Like just looking through each of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just sort of like folding them over.
The last one just reads, I'm sorry, 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 I'm sorry. And like really chicken scratch writing.
Uh-huh.
And you pass it on to someone else.
I will happily take them. And have I figured out what my crown does at this point?
I'll leave that up to you, buddy.
I think he takes his crown off briefly as he begins to read. For many, many years, I was a great priest of blah, blah, blah. And he begins spinning this story about how she was this really noble person that that worked and helped people for thousands of years. And she was preserved by an odd curse, but she embraced the evil so that she could do more and more good for all of eternity. Just continue.
Damn. Poor Raymond.
Before ending with, and that is all of the things I can think of that it didn't say. After I see, like, hopefully Raymond, I kind of want to gauge his reaction to that, actually, as I'm going through that. So that's how I want to end it. But during that, while I'm trying to make him feel bad, I want to figure out like if he's actually feeling bad or if he just doesn't care.
No, absolutely. You see his face drop. It's so subtle. His face is so crinkled and coarse that you just see his like eyebrows drop, his mouth sort of tense.
And
all the way through that whole story that you've weaved, and his head just starts bobbing until you get to the end and you say, whatever you just said, that was a lie or whatever.
Yeah.
And then his head's always, his chin is touching his chest at this point, and he just shakes his head. And then you see just two bright green eyes stare at you. And actually, I don't think he even straightens himself up. I just think he just looks at you, and you can see that you've almost destroyed him.
Raymond, I have the distinct feeling that I'm not going to be around much longer. I could be wrong. However, since I'm not going to be here for long,
I need to speed up the process of teaching you what it's like to be a human being. It didn't say any of that. In fact, I'll read it over and later tell you what it did say. Perhaps you made the right decision, perhaps you made the wrong one. But either way, you need to know what could have happened, what that could have been. Everyone needs to learn lessons, and quite frankly, me more than most people. I just don't tend to learn them. However, just because I don't learn my lessons doesn't mean that others shouldn't. Call me a hypocrite, whatever, but I guess I just care a little more about other people than myself. And he flashes you a bit of a half-hearted wink.
I think you see Raymond gaunt, almost, as you're sort of spinning this story, and then you give him that lecture. I'm not going to be around too much longer. He shakes his head and turns his back to you. He sort of wipes his face with his hand. And it's a few moments before he turns around to you again and just says, "Don't do that. I don't need that. I know what it is to be human, as you say. I carry a great burden and it's only mine." And again, you can't understand that. Maybe. Maybe you can. He shakes his head again and he says, "You've been a great ally, but leave me be. Do not dig any further into my mind. For there is nothing there but hate and fear. And fear," he reiterates, as he sort of shakes his head and turns around again and looks at the next door, wiping his face.
On the dot that you say don't dig any further into your mind, putting his crown back on, he would shove his hands into his pockets. Seems to be maybe fiddling with something, and he mutters to himself. Just mutters, and he's going to cast Detect Thoughts, burning my second spell for this short rest. And just see how much of this, just see what Raymond's thinking. See if his intentions are really to get Aaron off, or if this is kind of the, if that's what he really wants. Is mainly what he's looking for.
Detect Force is surface force, right?
Yes, or I can peer deeper. So if that's not on his surface thoughts, you'll get a save as he tries to peer deeper. If it is on his surface thoughts, then...
At this point, I don't think you need to peer deeper. You just peer deeper. You see Raymond in rags, like a cloak, carrying a sort of teenage, early teens child, woman, a girl. and he's running through the forest. He stumbles and falls, and then it cuts to him in this wooden shack with an old lady carrying herself far too well. Please help her. She's a child, please help her. And then it cuts, and she's on a wooden bench, and this lady is sort of peering over her, and she looks at me. Raymond, sit down, stay down, don't move, do not move. Raymond sits down, scared, he's shaking. Raymond looks on, and she puts her hands on this girl's chest, and you see her hand disappear into her chest. She says a few words. The room flashes red, flashes white. Raymond blacks out 10, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, you don't know. But when he wakes up, there is two figures in the room. The old lady, dressed in rags, and his sister, winged, taloned, huge fangs, purple skin. And she hisses at Raymond. Raymond reaches out to his axe, his small axe at his side. But he can barely reach it. As this creature flies out of the top of this building, massive, massive wings, flies away, and Raymond blacks out again. He wakes up in the room, and no one's there. That's what you see. And Raymond sort of snaps to back into the room, and you can see him hyperventilating. He's breathing too heavily. And as he brings himself to, he throws up.
I like to think that what everybody else saw is both Aaron and Raymond zone out, and both of them come back to basically mimicking each other as they both sort of hyperventilate. And then Aaron turns sort of like he's going to throw up, but doesn't when Raymond does. Before Raymond kind of rubs his eyes and comes back to himself, or Aaron, sorry, sort of rubs his eyes, comes back to himself. Whoa. He turns back to everyone else and sort of starts to think if he should do that to everyone else now. But I think he won't for now. Well, and he clasps Raymond's shoulder. It looks like I won't be gone quite yet. I have to take care of your sorry ass. And Raymond turns to the other two and says, all right, I think Raymond's good for now. I'll worry about that. Who's next? You guys aren't making your problems so apparent. It's kind of bumming me out.
Look, problems stay hidden for reasons. But right now, there's one on the surface, as imagine another just screaming statue goes off.
Pretty
It's
much.
as great as it was watching anything to each other and come to an agreement. I think we need to either get out of here or fix this.
I mean, there's broken doors forward. We could just break all the statues. That's kind of what I want to do anyway. I feel like these souls are now being tortured, although it could very well just be some sort of magical anomaly or whatever. If we break them, they'll either cease to exist or go on to probably not be tortured, and either is better, I would assume. I'd rather not exist than lead a torturous existence. It kind of gives a shrug.
Perhaps a way to fix him lies ahead. If not, breaking him. A scream goes off. Seems somewhat reasonable.
At least more reasonable than leaving them here, in my opinion. Perhaps we should move forward and see if we can find another solution and then come back and break them if there is none. But I think if we don't have any other options, that's better than more merciful than leaving them here.
Just a side note, Aaron, does Roman know that you pried into his mind?
I think only if you succeed the save. He's definitely, I'll look, but he's definitely looking odd, and he was sort of mimicking your movements.
Yeah.
I like
And I
to
imagine
think
that sort of flashed through his mind. Like everything he said just flashed through his mind at that moment.
that you at least have an inkling. You might not know for sure, but it's kind of weird.
If that's the case, I imagine that Raymond sort of he does the whole hyperventilate vomit thing, and then just slumps against one of these statues and looks up at the ceiling and just tries to get his breath back.
You do know.
He isn't moving soon. He's very much almost exhausted, to the point of not being able to function. All of a sudden, at one point he was stabbing the woman in the back. The next minute he was stomped up against a statue, just trying to get his strength back.
Don't worry, Raymond. In your position, it looks like things can only get better. And you do know, I don't know if you saw it in the chat, but you can feel my presence or whatever. But as far as the spells,
I totally imagine that I felt it all, and it was weird and uncomfortable.
Well, Raymond looks like he needs some sleep, but I don't know if that's appropriate. If you guys want to take a long-term rest, we should probably get away from the tortured souls. Although I would prefer to go on and try to fix this before we rest. But
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
Sounds good. And Evan's just sort of like deeply disturbed by whatever the hell's been going on because he hasn't seen any of this.
It's weird.
Pretty much.
I just
And he just starts making his way, regardless of who follows him, bow in hand, to the double doors.
You see a lot of walking corpses and bodies. Some of them slamming into walls, others just walking in circles, others just looking down at the ground at their hands. But they look like these guys, hollowed out, blackened eyes, and their mouths are moving, but they're not saying anything. And you see someone in armor at the end of the hall pushing against two double doors over and over again, just pushing with all his might. Some have robes, some have swords, some have armor. It's all.
Is there a way I can get to the other guy at the end without going? So, this guy's at the end pushing this double door, right?
Yeah, he's pushing the double door closed.
And I'd have to cross this sea of people to get over there.
Yeah, there's like dry blood all over.
All right, then could I potentially spider climb, go over the ceiling, and get over there?
You can if you want.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. So you drink the potion. Hair grows in your arms and your legs. And you can spider climb now. Do you do so? All right. You scuttle to the side of the wall, up the ceiling, across the room to the armored guy. Just catch you up, Ben. While you and Aaron were fucking around, Evan decided to look what's in behind the broken doors. There's a lot of undead, hollowed out bodies like the statues, but these guys are moving. Some of them are hitting themselves against the wall, doing like idle animations basically. And there's one in armor holding the other side double doors closed. And Dan took a spider potion and is gonna go check that out. And he does. He gets there. He notices, well, Evan notices that the skeletal creature in armor seems to be wearing paladin armor, and his feet are rubbed down to like stubby bones, and there's like constant walk marks on the ground as you see that he's just trying to hold the door closed over and over again. He's not moving. Even if you like get in front of him or if he sees you, he doesn't move. He just keeps doing the same action. Holding that door closed. There's a holy symbol clutched in one of his bone clawed hands as he's still pushing onto the door.
Does he look like you mentioned they're pretty much undead? Does he look like really sturdy undead, or like I can push him down and he'll fall dead?
He looks like the statues, burned up. Not like if he'll crumple to pieces, but he doesn't look like he can take many hits.
Okay.
Whatever strength he had
Yeah.
is gone, and whatever strength he's using now is whatever's left in this bony body. What would you like to do?
I think he's gonna wait for his friends to not like necessarily join him, but get on the other side of the door and just sort of wait for him.
All right. Friends of the party, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna have to be a bit of a poo-poo, I'm afraid, because I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Oh, it's okay, buddy. I've been trying to almost end it. It's almost over. Give me 12 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, I will do. I'm not trying to be a fucking.
I didn't want
I'm
to
not
say it
trying
earlier.
monopolise it all. It's just I'm
but-
knackered at the moment. I'm blowing
It's
out
okay,
my
buddy.
arsehole.
I didn't want to say it earlier, but I've been trying to almost end this.
That's cool.
Okay, so as Aaron hears something about 12 minutes, he says, "Sure, I can waste 12 minutes," and he's gonna cast Detect Thoughts on. No, I'm kidding.
Please don't.
Then I'm gonna attack the random undead.
Are you?
No.
Dan, give me something, buddy. Please.
No, let's just start walking.
I got you. He's gonna get the best way he can. He's gonna position himself between the undead and the door.
Oh, no.
Yay,
How far does message reach? I think
it's like 100.
are my friends 50 feet?
Sure,
Oh, it's
buddy.
100.
Yeah.
Are they within that?
Yeah.
All right, sending it to Aaron. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of undead in here. Going up ahead. I don't know if they're gonna follow me, you, anybody. Just get ready and be careful, kid. And there's your inspiration.
Nice.
And now I imagine it's sort of this awkward thing where this thing's still pushing the door, but he's gotten himself in position between the space of his arms, and he's gonna pull up his trumpet and then play it and thunder wave him away.
Okay.
So he needs to make a Constitution check.
No, they just blow up.
Oh God!
They just shatter. Even the statues of the screaming that are in there shatter also. And it echoes through the crypt, dungeon, temple, pyramid thingy.
Oh no! Evan says as he's putting the trumpet back. Oh my! As he just turns and opens the door now.
Hey, guys on the other side. Yelling stopped.
The screaming stopped.
Yeah. Because they're destroyed. So,
All right.
Ben? You there?
It's
Yeah,
like
man.
Cool.
it's like 3:30 for him.
I know.
I'm waiting for him to fall
I
asleep.
blew myself up with the story.
Yeah, you did. It's your own fault. I blame you. I was doing you
Yeah,
a service.
dude, that was awesome. Like in character, I'm upset Evan didn't get to watch it.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Didn't get to watch the little movie that. that
I know it
Brandon-
was long. I'm sorry. We just all
No,
come to me
Dude,
at
don't.
once.
You're good.
I'm gonna
You're
do
good.
that to each of
Anyway,
you. I expect a story from each of you. So be prepared, Dan and Randy.
It's okay, buddy.
oh, I'm
It's
good,
cool.
man.
I'm just.
That's what I
I'm
was
just
waiting
trying
on.
to get you all to
Something you would
sleep.
call me.
Trying to get everyone to go to sleep.
What's behind door number 1, Paul?
Behind the door is a large room. What seems to be a portal is smashed into pieces on the. It's like a ground portal, and there's lots of strange creatures dead all around the door where the paladin was stopping the door from opening. There's like an altar at the other side of the portal. There's purple crystals smashed all around. There seems to be a skeleton sitting in a chair behind a desk. There's a couple of skeletons laying on the ground. Lots of dead stuff. But it's empty. Purple light shines throughout the room as these crystals are just let off a little light. That's about it. It's empty.
He's gonna make a perception check as he starts rummaging through literally everything. Oh wow, that 20.
You find spell books describing chaotic magic, a realm on the other side of reality. How the snake god Loki is helping these people achieve their dreams. The pharaoh would be pleased. All the souls that it took to open this portal is now open, and just a bunch of scriptures of occult opening things that they're not supposed to open. Long story short, chaotic magic.
Great, great, great. He says to himself. As he just starts walking out.
Walking back to the group or walking inners?
Yeah, back to the groups.
Okay. Group. After the ringing in your ear stops, what do you want to do?
Hang. Wait for provoke a cliffhanger. So they're all gonna end it. Can I roll a perform a cliffhanger check?
Nope.
Then I got nothing.
Oh,
Oh, God. No, go on.
no.
I think as the ringing in the ears stops, and he gets himself to his feet. Raymond says, "The evil here is strong. We must stop it. We must." And he sort of bangs his head as if to like shake the water out of his ears, but there's no water coming out. He says, "We've got this far. We cannot stop. We cannot stop." As he looks to his companion.
Evan walks up. Do you really still feel that evil?
I do. Can you not? After all this, can you not feel it? Can you not see it? And he looks around this room, this cave, this dungeon. Can you not feel it?
You forgot pyramid.
What I see is a bunch of people tried to get power, and it took a lot of people's deaths to get there. And he'd probably explain how using magic that he doesn't understand, because his is all charisma, and I'm sure this was wizardry. Finding souls of some sort, chaos magic, other planes. You can read the books. I don't know if you're smarter than me or not. As far as I'm concerned, we did it.
So, if that's what everyone wants to do, from back in that chamber, you hear a small chuckle. My lords, you've returned. And to not waste any more time, that's what we're going to call it.
Paul, you're a son of a bitch.
GG.
I've been wanting to end it for so long.
Should have
Good game,
been
guys.
after the massive speech.
Yeah, that speech was a really good ending point. I was like, but I need to get to the thing, and we didn't get to the thing. I just gave another thing to happen. Anyways, good game, guys. Long game.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, dude. I mean, I feel bad because they were like at 4 a.m. for them, but that was so much fun.
Yeah,
That was
I really
awesome.
enjoyed myself. Thank you very much.
The only reason that I had to say
Everyone.
something was just because I was just like my eyes are just so heavy, man.
Well, stop the recording.